If I was Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you ain't never got to box.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
Hey, fight fans, are you coming to New York for the Tank Davis-Lamont Roach fight? Well, the JBT is hosting a meet and greet at the Rustic Corner Bar on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn. Friday, February 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So come meet some of your favorite JBT and YouTube boxing personalities, as well as special guests. The tickets are just $30, and that covers entry and food. There will be a cash bar and door prizes. So Cash App $30 to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. Code MEAT on the comment line and reserve your spot today. Another great event brought to you by the JBT. Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
What's good? What's good? What's up, fight family? How y'all feeling on this Good Friday, man? We back to close out the week and get boxing is just due how we always do. You already know. If you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash the like button, sub to the channel. Most importantly, make sure your notifications on so you can pull up every time we live at 4 p.m. Shout out to my JBT family. Y'all see, we hosting the meet and greet at the Rusty Corner Bar out there in NYC. If you're interested in meeting some of the good people of the JBT, some of these solid content creators, and not just content creators, good people, you know, let's pull up, have a good time, man. Enjoy yourself. You know, have some good food, good drinks, good company, and most importantly, like I always say, good energy, great energy. Shout out to the JBT fam. And we also raffling a tank ticket for $10 to get into the raffle with opportunity to win the ticket to see Lamont Roach and Tank Davis fight, man. Shout out to the fam that's supporting, and we appreciate everybody that's rocking with us. We gonna get to this boxing, man. How y'all feeling today? Shout out to my guy Jordan. Say Jake thought he's about to dupe the boxing world again. Yeah, on slavery. Yeah, he crazy. We're gonna talk about that too. Jamel, what's good with the family? How you feeling? Ace, all love, bro. How you feeling? Mike Mazak, my guy. How you feeling, bro? Jamel in the building. Mike Ron. Mike and Mike. Anytime I got Mike and Mike in the building, it's always a good day. You know what I mean? And try to hit that like button. Yes, sir, man. John Wick was good with it. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. CJ, what it do, family? Open bar. You know, you can get yourself right, get a little sauced up, have some fun with the JBT family. Like I said, pull up on the meet and greet. The last one was very successful. Ended up having Bernard and Jalil Hackett pull up. That was a plus. You know, it's gonna be some people in the building this time around, and we hope to see y'all there, man. So again, shout out to the family. Hope y'all pull up. I hope to see y'all all in the building for sure. Let's get to this, man. I know we had 1 million likes. I know we getting closer, should I say? I know we getting closer. But let's talk about this, man. This is a topic that we can't get away from because the news been up and down, back and forth, left and right, round and round, right? The boxing world been doing a number on us lately with the information and, you know, fights being solid, sealed, done, delivered, all that good stuff, right? So, you know, 1 minute we hear that the fight between Canelo and Crawford is on. They made a deal, Allegiant Stadium, all that good stuff. Then, you know, they double back. They say the fight is now off. You know what I'm saying? And then people take that and they run wild with it. And then, you know, come yesterday, you know what I mean? Or, you know, Big Turk, you know, I think he surprised a lot of people. He came left field. He said, man, not only is this fight happening, not only is the fight happening, but man, he got King Nello lined up for 4 fights, B. He got King Nello lined up for 4 joints, B. You did. King Nello is lined up for 4 joints. This is I didn't expect this. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I'm not totally surprised that the fight is back on because if you just look at what the holdup would have been in this situation, and that would have been Jake Paul. Jake Paul seems to think that Canelo is ducking him. It's laughable. I salute Jake Paul. I respect what he's doing. I respect his grind. And I ain't got nothing negative to say about it. But the thought that if you really believe Canelo ducking you, bro, you clearly don't have a grip on reality in boxing, bro. That guy got one of the deepest resumes, probably the deepest resume in boxing. He's been fighting since he was 15 years old. This dude been fighting, knocking out, and beating up on grown men all his life, pretty much. You think for 1 second that he'll be scared or ducking a guy that just don't have what it takes to be able to do anything with him. Like, and it's crazy because your best shot would be to hope that you could knock him out, and that won't even happen. So you up shit's creek if you fighting Canelo. And the truth be told, unless you was looking at this as something that like you could have put on your boxing resume, right? Just getting in there with Canelo alone is a win. It's a win-win for you. So I can understand why you could be frustrated with it. The whole thought that you know, he didn't give you the opportunity to fight, but you got to be realistic. You got to ask yourself, what is it really in it for him? Like, yeah, you can make money, but all money necessarily ain't good money. And I think even for Canelo, this would have been out of character, right? For his crazy, we feel like he move, or, you know, as arrogant as he may move, this would even be a new low. This would be out of character. This would be a full-on exhibition fight with a crowd, like with no headgear and stuff like that. Like this would be a joke, I think. And there's no slight to Jake Paul, just for the standard and the level that Canelo's operating at. Like for him to go back, you know, in the middle of his career and fight a guy that shouldn't even be in the ring with him. A fight like that shouldn't even be sanctioned, respectfully, because he don't have nowhere near the experience to get in there and compete. Like the only thing he could do is go some rounds and hope he don't get stopped early. But that'd be the quickest, easiest payday that Canelo probably had as a professional, bro. I don't see no scenarios, no cases where you go out there and you beat that man. Like all that shit is wishful thinking. I mean, you say what you want, but you ain't beating no damn Canelo Alvarez, bro. Like it's a different ball game right there. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole other thing that you're dealing with when you talking about fighting Canelo. So good. I think they made the right move. Malaza was good, fam. How you feeling? Shout out to the queen, Aisha. How you feeling today? I think they made the right move here. You get me? The boxing world didn't need a Jake Paul and Canelo Alvarez. Respectfully, Jake Paul can continue to do exactly what he's doing. Taking the fights that he feel like are on his level where he can compete and go out there and get wins and build what is an unusual resume for himself. That's what he can do. But there's no way he really felt like, this fight was real. Because, I would say that it was something that seemed like Canelo was considering. But when you really sit down and think about it, is that something you really want to do? Like, now think about something. He fresh off talking about, him not getting credit for who he may or may not fight. And then for him to turn around and even the thought of giving Jake Paul a chance, you got to think how that'll look. That'll be all bad. I don't care. The only thing good that'll come out of it is he'll make a easy bag. No slight to Jake Paul, but this shit different, man. You're not nowhere near a Canelo level, so it's no scenario where you win that fight. You're gonna get embarrassed. So the only thing good that could have came out of this for him is money, and I think he got more than enough money. You could always have more, right? You can never have too much, so they say, but all money ain't good money. And in this situation, outside of a check, like I said, you would have been facing more scrutiny than ever. Like, think about the fallout and the blowback from this. You telling me that not only did you bob and weave the hell out of David Benavidez, you bob and weave the hell out of him. You, in the meantime, you gave several other guys, lesser guys, opportunities. You even snatched Charlo up in 54, gave him a shot. All of that shit before giving Benavidez a shot, who seemed like they're never going to get that opportunity. And then you will turn around and actually fight a Jake Paul and take that, and people supposed to take that shit serious. So you telling me you will fight this dude and then they're going to charge money for it, bro, because Canelo a pay-per-view fighter. So he's smarter than what people think. You really think he about to fight this guy and run the risk of really demanding that people pay for this? Ain't no way in hell. That shit'd be all bad. So if you just look at it from a business standpoint, like, yeah, I hear that argument out there is how much money it can make because of the casual fans. And I get that. I get it. But it just wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for him. It's so much other shit you can do. And who the hell would sign off and sanction this fight anyway? Like, that'd be a joke, bro. That'd be a joke, man. That'd be a joke. And Jake Paul is probably a blessing in disguise for him, because it ain't like he pressed for money. In this situation, neither Canelo or Jake Paul is pressed for a situation like this to happen. So it's kind of good for Jake and Canelo. It's good for Jake because you're able to continue to build, on what it is that you're doing with your career. I think even though Canelo Alvarez, maybe he looking at it from as far as in terms of the event and the magnitude, but that shit just wasn't, it's not adding up. It wouldn't add up. It just wouldn't be the right move to make. And you could potentially stop everything you got going on. That'll throw a monkey wrench in the career of Jake Paul. Say what you want. It ain't no shame in losing to Canelo. But the way I think he'd do you, all bets will be off, man. I don't think people will take you serious after seeing you get did real bad by Canelo. I'm telling you, you already survived life after who was it? Tommy Fury. And that was a scare. You know what I'm saying? You were still able to go out there and make these fights and people pay attention. But I think Canelo will be biting off way more than you could chew. And you get yourself hurt. Real talk. You get yourself hurt. Shout out to my guy, Warlock Boxing, Hardcore Boxing News. Shout out to the Power Father. I like that name. Shout out to the big homie, Jay. What's good with it, Jay? How you feeling? Old school in the building. What's good, fam? So Jake Paul versus Canelo versus Crawford versus Canelo, the same business fight. It's a little different, man. Did you see the 4-5 lineup of Canelo's fights? Yeah, do they got names specifically? Did I miss something? If it's something I need to pull up, just let me know. I'll pull a post up because I did have this. So this was Canelo reposting Turki Alashikh saying don't mess with the line. 4 fights for Canelo with Riyadh season. The deal is done. A lion doesn't lose sleep over the opinion of a sheep. Fear the lion, not the jungle. That was what he was saying. I had seen this Canelo schedule right here. I had seen this. I did see this. know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure I ain't missing nothing. In my boxing eyes with Canelo, Crawford, Jake Paul from the same circus. Nah, hell no. Hell nah. I mean, listen, it ain't that you lying. That's just your view, right, Malazza? I can't tell you don't think like that. Shout out to the big homie, man. And the Cash App supporting the grind early, man. Said teach, man. Appreciate you, Jay. Always supporting the grind. Shout out to the big homie, man. Supporting the grind. Much love. So yeah, look, check it out. For me, bro, I like to let people have their opinions and different things like that. So I don't, I ain't gonna tell you wrong if that's how you see it. For me, I'm gonna tell you why it ain't the same circus. Cause for one, respect to Jake Paul and what he trying to do and what he got going on. Like he don't have his traditional entry into boxing, and that's understood, clearly by me. But at the same token, you talking about Terence Crawford, somebody that has been a world-class athlete, you know what I mean, for years on end, and at the top level, a real world champion fighting, the best fighters in the world and things of that nature. So I don't see how I can't look at it as the same, because Crawford a legit fighter. He did it the real way. No slight to Jake. Like I said, he doing what he doing, and I get it, and I'm not knocking it. But Crawford's just something different. And he, like I said, he just proved it on a high level, on the real stage, time and time again. You get what I'm saying? And I just don't think Jake Paul is anywhere in that ballpark. I don't see it. I don't think he anywhere in the ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Oh, appreciate you, Aisha. Appreciate you. Always. She always on it, man. That's why I appreciate you. My eyes for me, man. Even though I got full, still ain't enough when it comes to this boxing. Appreciate you. So I had the lineup, but I didn't have this. But I did have the names on the top of my head, because I did hear some of the names that they was talking about. But I got you. Appreciate you. I'll pull this up for y'all. Y'all smash the like button. We gonna get to it, man. Shout out to Bruce Gas, the OG. Turkey doesn't put on junk fights. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I ain't tripping off it. I don't think it's bad at all, man. I don't think what he doing for nowhere near it. Like, just do you. I'm just sitting back being an observer, and if the fighters are happy and the situations is right and they putting on the right fights, I'm gonna just sit back and enjoy it. That's where I'm at with it. All right. Let's get to this, y'all. Let me take this down. Boy, they out here. Him and Turk out here. They done forged the bond. They done got cool quick, bro. He done went from. Remember, he wasn't gonna do no business with Turk to 4 fights, locked in. Let's go, brother. Canelo said, "Hold on, man. That man got what? He got that money, yeah. Yeah, let me go holler at Big Turk, see what he got going on over there." That's what Nello was on. Nello, like, man, let me hold on. Let me see something, yeah. Boom. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shout out to the queen. Appreciate you. Let me take this banner off the bottom real quick so y'all can see. So yeah, man, this was the lineup that I had in the other post, but they ain't had the names next to it. This is also something I was hearing too. So this is interesting. Look, I'm just for fights. I want to see boxing. I mean, preferably over here if I can get to the fights. I would, if it was up to me, to be somewhere where we all can go. But I mean, I think one of the things with dealing with Turkey is you're gonna fight in Saudi. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna fight in Saudi, but you're gonna get paid to do it. And you can't fully be mad at him because he ain't from over here. So if he has the opportunity, you would think just from his end, right? Not saying it's right, but just from his end, he would want to try to put on fights for his people and his audience, right? But I think when it all said and done, he even understands you can't put every fight over there. You know what I'm saying? So this would be interesting. I wouldn't be against it. Look, Jamal Charlo, now that is no for me. Like, I don't want to see Charlo go out like Willie Lump Lump. Make no mistake about it. If the next fight for Jamal Charlo is Canelo Alvarez in May, that's he going out like Willie Lump Lump. And I don't want to see that for him, y'all. I don't want to see that for him. I don't want to see that for him at all, y'all. I don't want to see him go out like that. Shout out to my brother D1, man, and the Cash App, man. He said, family. Yes, sir. Always supporting the grind. Appreciate you, family.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to D1, man. Appreciate you. Canelo, our business partners. Yep, Champy. That's what it is. That's what you're supposed to do. Canelo is Bud in Vegas. That is something that I like. You get me? That's something that I like. I could go with that. Trust me, Canelo will move all his Mexican holidays. Yeah, right. Aisha, that money talk. Aisha, he said Mexican what? Mexican holidays. Stressed out boxer was good with it. Benavidez will snatch some dates up. Yeah, man. Benny's still doing this thing, man. Shout out to David too, by the way. I'm gonna have a title these days. They went 2 or 3 titles in one fight. 8 to 10 fights. I mean, yeah, titles ain't the hardest thing to come by, but you know, it still remains that everybody don't get a title. Everybody don't win a world title. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of these fights, y'all, I don't know how y'all feeling about it. Look, I ain't mad. I just wouldn't want to see the Charlo thing. Bruno just got knocked out. But make no mistake, if he's fighting in May, that definitely means it's gonna be a tune-up. It's gonna be a tune-up fight. If he fighting in May, it's gonna be a tune-up, and that's why I think Sacre, you know, Saras, pardon me, I said Sacre, Bruno Saras. You know what I'm saying? That Jamal Charlo, no, that I just don't want to see him go out like Willie Lump Lump. But Bruno won't get in there and get knocked out again, or you know, get knocked out. Matter of fact, Bruno didn't get knocked. He knocked Munguia out. I'm tripping, y'all. Pardon me. I'm tripping. Bruno just knocked out Munguia. Fight him. He's been active. I don't think that's a smart fight for Jamal Charlo to take. If he cashing out, like if it's a situation where you might not see him again, then I could understand why he would even entertain a Canelo fight. But right now, with the amount of inactivity and things like that, I don't see that being a smart fight to come back and take. You get what I'm saying? So Crawford needed tune up, but I don't think he getting one, CJ. I don't think he gonna get one. Shout out to Melanin Queen, the dopest mod in the lane. How you feeling, Queen? Good to see you. Teach was good. Munguia was beating up the guy. Yeah, before he got killed, for sure he was. The Only Lee show. What's good with it, family? How you feeling? I should cherry for Canelo. You know it is, Teach. I think it's more of a stay busy. Like, you know, stay busy, stay active kind of deal where it ain't going to take too much of a risk. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Crawford right after that. So it looked like that fight right back on, man. Looked like the fight right back on. That's crazy, man. Crawford about to go out there and try it, man. He about to go out there and try it. You about to go out there and go for it. They talking about February 26th, Dimitri Bivol or Hamza. I don't see him fighting Dimitri Bivol again at all. I don't see that. Hamza Shiraz or Chris Eubank Jr. Maybe one of the two. If I had to take a pick, y'all, with them names up there, I look at Chris Eubank. As long as because he got a fight with Conor Ben. He go out there and win that fight. I could see him being a candidate for a Canelo fight. But I don't know about Hamza. Look dangerous, man. If he beat Carlos Adames, especially if he do it impressively, I definitely don't see him fighting him. So, Chris Eubank, you got Bivol. Yeah, I don't see him fighting Bivol again. I think he learned his lesson with that. I think he really learned his lesson with the Bivol thing. You get me? Like I'll be impressed if he got back in the ring with Dimitri Bivol because I just don't see no way that he beats him. I just think it's styles make fights, and even though he's a heavy guy, he's been able to go up to the weight class. I don't think he's a true 75-pounder. I think we all seen that when he fought Bivol. Just punching on his arms wasn't enough. Bivol was piecing his ass up. So I'm not sure if he'll be in a rush to do that. If he do it, that'll impress me. But maybe Bevo is even an option depending on what happens with Bevo and Betterby. So it's a lot of variables that come into play. And that's why I said the only downside to Turki, like these fights that he talk about, is to schedule them like this. Like this ain't the NBA, this ain't the NFL, and respect to both sports, but you can't schedule ahead like that because you just don't know what'll happen. You get what I'm saying? So maybe that's the plan. The goal is this will be the focus, right? That they, with these 4 fights, but I don't know. It's tough to do boxing like this. It's tough to do boxing like this. You know what I mean? If anyone watches Open Tie interviews, he said Turki wants to fight Canelo. That would probably one of the fights. The last one, maybe. If he fight Open Tie, that would shock me. You get me? Teach. I don't see him fighting no young lion like that. Not that guy. That guy looks dangerous, and he got size, and he like heavy, right? Yeah, I don't think he'll go messing with him. Maybe if he feel like he green enough, but I don't know, because that dude really punching. He look aggressive. He look like the kind of guy that Canelo just won't want to deal with at this stage in his career. He had to rely strictly on I think experience for the most part to get him through that fight. And not saying he can't do it, but he had to show me. Like, I know Berlanga, he took the shot with Berlanga, but that didn't really surprise me. You get me? That didn't surprise me. So, but that was a big ass dude still, nonetheless. But I don't know. Man, I'll be surprised though if he fought a guy like Opatai. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be really impressive for him. You know what I mean? That'd surprise me a bit. Like, it seemed like anybody that you really like us, like we look at as a real threat right now and kicking ass. I don't see him fighting those kind of guys. I see him fighting people like Berlanga. With all due respect to him, it looked better than what it really is, right? And I'm just saying in terms of with Canelo getting in the ring with him, they was able to sell like a knockout artist kind of thing, and we know what it is, right? So he was super green. I think with Berlanga, man. I mean, with Opatai, man, he's serious. It would surprise me and impress me if he got in the ring with him at all. Shout out to my homie Big Dog Willie, always supporting the grind. Coming through with the Bill Haney facts of the day. He said Bill Haney said on X in 1994, Brazil asked him to play soccer for their team in the World Cup, but declined to produce Outkast's first album, Southern Playalistic, man, and smash the Brat, T-Boz, and Roseanne Barr. Man, the life of Bill Haney, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to my homie Big Dog Willie, man. I appreciate you, bro. The life of Bill, Keith Canelo, young up and comers, best for business. Not like I still respect him to fight a young guy like Berlanga, because anything can happen in boxing. I think that dude still got a good punch and things like that, but he just was too wet behind the ears to beat a guy like Canelo. And I think him and Team Canelo, they knew full well what he was and what he wasn't. That's why they took the shot. So if you see him, if they were to fight a guy like a Opatai, they definitely see something in him where they 100% are close, very, very sure that they could win. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't see it. Peace to the Queen. Lisa, how you feeling today? About making money in boxing, about promoting their country. Oh yeah, with them. Somebody asked about money. Big Dre, what it do, homie? How you feeling, bro? Crush the legend, my guy. Was good, man. That's a nice ride to be on. Yeah, he going crazy. I mean, he's very ambitious. I'll say that, and I can't knock it. I'm not mad at none of this. I just want to see boxing, bro. Like, I know, people's concern is that the boxing is going to go over there. But I think at the end of the day, fights are going to be there, obviously, because that's where he's from. And I think that's where he's more vested in. But at the same token, I think some of these fights, if he's going to be a part of them, they're going to have to be in the States. And like I said, I've read verbatim that he said as such. He says certain fights, you get what I'm saying? You got to entertain the American market and be willing to put the fights on over there where the people can see them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still hopeful of that, but it is interesting, man. It's where these fights end up at. Let's see. Rolly was good with it. Crawford not lasting 6 rounds. See the fight going the same as Amir Khan? Nope. Once you put him in the same conversation and category as Amir Khan, our bets are off. You know what I'm saying? I get it. The size differential, like, yeah, it's going to be like Amir Khan. Nope. Because Crawford ain't nothing like Amir Khan. Yeah, dig? So it ain't going to be like that, G. And he a lot more defensively responsible than Amir Khan. Amir Khan's problem was, although he was doing phenomenal against Canelo Alvarez, being a much smaller man, he was way too brave for his own good. Canelo knew that, caught up to him, lowered the boom, put him out at his mate, sent him to meet him. You know what I'm saying? Flossy, what it do, bro? How you feeling? It was good with you, man. So yeah, man, we still gonna have to see it, because as it stands, man, this fighters look, bro. Hey, look, Buzz said what? Buzz said, I'm waiting on Canelo in September and gonna shock the world in Riyadh season. You dig? If Bud believe he could do it, I believe in you too, Bud. We got an uphill battle that night. We're gonna be rooting for you heavy, man. Go upset Cinnamon, man. You know what I mean? Go take Cinnamon belts. I know this gonna be the toughest fight of his career, boy. Hey, man, this gonna be the toughest fight of his career. I'm telling you now. I already know shit gonna get spooky in there. But I'm optimistic. I'm rooting for the man. He daring to be great. This is what people say boxing is about, right? And I think it's a slight to Terence Crawford when people say he just want a payday, because I think all people want to get paid. But like I said, you've never seen him compete or step inside the ring and not give it everything and not try to win and not come to stand on business and get it done, right? Like, that dude got too much pride. He way too much of a competitor, right? He compete way too hard to just lay down for somebody. And even if that is to his own detriment, part of me as a boxing fan is cool with that, because he went out doing him, right? And doing some shit that most people didn't think he should have been doing. But he said he'll do it, man. He went out there to do it, and I respect it. I mean, this confirmed it. And like I said before, when it get official, you start really hearing the fighters speak about it. And then you see Canelo retweeting Turki Alashikh posts. You see him taking pictures with him smiling. You see Terence Crawford posting, look, I'm waiting for Canelo in September. Let's get it. Hey, this is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I won't be sad for him if he lose. He ain't going to be. But I'm telling you, bro, Canelo going to have to work. That's all I'm saying. I don't think it's going to be easy for him. You get me? That's all. I mean, go out like a real one, man. And people going to respect it, man. You know? Drunk Irishman was good with it, fam. John Wick, he said, I keep thinking Crawford too small. I'm telling a couple of the fighters, John Wick, don't think so. A couple of the fighters, like, you know, guys that's within the sport, they don't think he too small. I've been listening, bro. Shout out to Creole the Traveling, my guy. Rude Exposure was good, Brody. How you feeling? Rude Exposure been on y'all heads too, man. He want that money. He betting, man. He got the bets, man. He got bets out for y'all, man. Dante's Boxing Talk was good with it. How you feeling, bro? Bud want to shock the world. I'm rolling with Bud, win or lose. I got to. We got to roll with the whole team in this one. PJ's Big Dog. What it do? Let's go, man. Let's go. I mean, hey, he telling them, listen, listen, everybody been getting their ass kicked in Riyadh season, man. We got to root for him, bro. We got it, man. Hey, we know he got a mountain to climb, fight night, you know. But shit, hey, this is what boxing is, man, at its best, right? At its best. At least you got a guy that's going to try to kick some ass. That's all, and I'm cool with that, you know. You know what I'm saying? Turki Alashikh gassing it up. You know what I mean? He got on the ones and twos. He shut shit down, bro. Big Turk shut shit down.
Canelo in Riyadh in May, the big fight in the history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights in 26. Don't miss with the line.
And you see him, he be coming on like a damn mad scientist, like a cartoon character at the same time. Canelo be in Riyadh season in May for the big fight. Bro, come on. Hey, y'all, bro, come on. Spooky. Look how he come on.
Canelo
Check him out.
in Riyadh in May, the big fight in the history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights
Bad scientist.
in 26. Don't
Look at him.
miss
He on it.
with the line.
Don't miss the line. Check him out. Bro, shout out, man. That's funny, but look, listen, you gonna give us fights? Let's give us fights. That's all. Stand on your word. Give us fights. Treat the fighters well. Make sure their situations is right, and make sure if fights going a distance, they getting treated fairly. You get what I'm saying? And build a rapport with the American fan base. And I think one of the ways of doing that is putting fights on where the people can see them. You get what I'm saying? And that's all. That's all we asking. Shout out to my brother Skills. What's good with it, bro? Said Bud barely got past my Jamal at 54. Now go up to additional weight classes. So performance luck sometimes visit a fool, but never sits down with him. You know what? I get it, bro. I get it. But shit, look how Nello looked against John Ryder. You get what I'm saying? Skills. Look how Nello looked against John Ryder and some of these other guys. He looked very beatable too. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Think about it. Like, did he really do something super spectacular against Edgar Berlanga? Just think about it. Think about that fight. Young Beast was good with it. Still do what he want to do to a degree. He do, but he gonna get in line with Big Turk. He gonna do some business with Big Turk. Was Bill a boxer? Oh yeah, I don't know what you talking about. What you on about? Low blow boxing. Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate the 10 piece. He said it's crazy that Big Dog Willie can keep up with a different Bill Handy fact almost every day. Check his timeline and everything matches up. Just do keep crying. Never get rid of the Handy facts. Now that's a fact. Big Dog is fan over this way. One of the day one supporters, man. I appreciate you supporting the grind as well, man. But that's my guy. The Bill Haney facts is legendary, man.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to Low Boxing. Appreciate you, bro. I know that's his swan song and generational wealth, and he'll wait till he gets it. Yeah, Crawford ain't tripping. Clarence was good with it, fam. Savage Killer Queen, what's going on? Why is Bud waiting until September to fight when he should be fighting in between? Like Canelo doing, I don't know. But that's what I was hearing. I was hearing he wasn't taking no fight in between. You know, that's what I was hearing. I feel like it's something he should do too. You know what I mean? But maybe he'll use that time to try to, condition and get his body right. I'm pretty sure he ain't gonna be sitting around knowing Bud, right? So maybe he got something up his sleeve, or maybe it's a method to his madness. Maybe it's a reason why he ain't pressing for a fight in between. You get what I'm saying? Hell yeah! Shout out to my guy Rude Exposure, man. I want to hear Big Turk cuss. He be too calm all the time. That's because, like Bruce Gas said, he probably hit the toke or two a couple times. You see how he came up there? Came up there like, just, smooth as hell. Just but looking like a cartoon character of some sort. I can't put my name on it. He looked like one of the cartoon characters. I can't think of who it is right now. But he looked like one. It's the glasses or something. Drug testing gonna start. Yeah, man. Oh, you talking about for what fight? Bud in the gym right now? Yeah, Bud stay in that gym, man. Bud stay in the gym. He ain't gonna sit around. But it's still, you still would wonder why wouldn't you try to take a fight in between? Ren and Stimpy. Right. Skill said Ren and Stimpy. You remember that? That was a classic, man. So we gotta see, man. We gotta see. I just want to see where it end up at, man. You get me? I don't care too much for his May fight, because if he fighting Bruno, we already know what kind of fight that's going to be, what it's going to look like. And I doubt Jamal Charlo get in there after all this inactivity, unless he cashing out. That's the only way I see Jamal Charlo being an opponent for him in May. Respect to him, but just so much inactivity, that's very dangerous, bro. You talking about Canelo Alvarez, man, you can't play around with that. So maybe it'll be Bruno. Maybe it'll be Bruno. But lose to Canelo in a crazy way. I mean, SOG to come out of retirement and get back. Glad to get SOG out there. SOG been in the gym a little bit too, shaking loose, man. He look like he getting an itch a little bit. He probably just, that's when you get that itch, he probably just go to the gym and shake out a little bit. But yeah, man, look. September will be here before you know it. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, in between time, we got some other boxing coming up. But this is interesting news that Canelo put together a 4-fight deal situation with Turki Alashikh and Riyadh season. This is going to be interesting, bro. It's going to be interesting. Let's see where these fights end up at. Hold on, man. Did I just... The Terence Crawford one didn't. I'm trying to think, is the Terence Crawford fight looking to be in Riyadh season? Because I ain't see it. Don't say that on his. Say these other fights, Saudi Arabia, but by his, it don't say that. Did they mention where this fight? Well, they did say Allegiant Stadium, so that would be over here. But I guess maybe they sticking with that. So that'd be good. That'd be cool. JC was good, family. Drug test should be struck, but I doubt it. Strict, yeah, it should be. Reef says since Turkey throwing our bags, throw 100 M's at SOG. I'm trying to see something. Get old SOG out the woodworks. Man, that'd be crazy, man. It'd be crazy. Vegas, right? Right. Okay, cool. So see, I ain't tripping off that. At least we get that one, right? Because I think the ones, like, think about it. You fought Bruno over there, nobody would care. But Jamal, I don't think people would care for that being in Saudi. You're going to fight Terence Crawford in Vegas, that's cool. Dimitri Bivol, I don't see you revisiting that again. You could sell that to somebody else. I just don't see that. As time continue to go on, you getting older unless you think Bivol slowing down and you can get him. But I don't even see Canelo fighting at 75 again. I don't even see him fighting at 75 again. I wouldn't see what would be the reason for it. Why? Why would you go back up there? Shout out to JC. You chilling, man. That's what I like to hear, man. Appreciate you pulling up on your boy, man. Young Sippers of the flag is where it's happening. Yeah. I get that. Because that's how it look on the I got this other post, but it ain't set up this way. It don't got the flags next to it. It just say Saudi, and by Terence Crawford don't have it. So I'm assuming, yeah, like y'all said, good. It's in Vegas, so that's cool. So for the people that say they want to see a fight, man, why not go see it? Eubank's gonna be a third fight. I'm telling you, that's what I think. That's what I think, Dante. I don't think he fighting Bivol. Hamza Shiraz been looking dangerous, man. If he beat up on Carlos Adames, and I'm just saying, if he do, I definitely don't see him fighting him. Why would he? You know what I'm saying? Benavidez. Because if he dare go back to 75 and it's not Benavidez, man, he gonna get roasted for it, bro. That shit gonna look crazy. It's gonna look wild if that's what he do. You can't do that. You gotta go out there and fight somebody, bro. I mean, if you go up there, you're gonna have to fight somebody, and it should be David if you're gonna play with 75 again. Bieber is knocked out. That's the only thing, D1. That's what I was thinking. Maybe he feels like he's slowing down, and maybe he'll feel like better be soften Bivol up enough. But I don't know. I still don't see it. I just think it's a style thing. Unless Beaver just get old or something out of nowhere. And I don't see that. I just don't see him beating him. Like, it's stylistically, like that fight wasn't even close. And I don't think it's much he could do differently, right? I don't know what he's gonna do. His punching power just wasn't getting to Beaver. He wasn't affecting him at all. He was punching the arms a lot. It just wasn't one of those fights for him. Like, that just, it played out like that, made me feel like that's not a fight. That's not a guy you need to try to fight again. Because it was just that convincing to me. It was clear cut. It just wasn't even close. You know what I'm saying? It was convincing. It was pretty dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the most convincing loss, obviously, he had since Floyd, man. He got beat convincingly. Just years. Rest in toilet paper. That Beaver rematch right away, but Beaver won at 68 for the belts. Yeah, that's the thing, though. You know what I mean? Canelo gonna beat up Jamal 5 years too late. Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. This is the thing, though. He really didn't want that fight again at 75. He ended up saying he didn't want it at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no situation where like it was an offer and Beaver turned down the fight. Beaver, it wasn't no rematch clause or none of that. Beaver was just saying, if I fight him, he was just suggesting I could. He's like, I could make 68 and fight him for the titles down there. And, you know, when it was all said and done, Canelo just chose not to fight him at all again. Like, he ain't want to fight that dude again. It was just too convincing. He ain't stupid, man. Like, if he tried Beaver again, that'd be impressive, bro. He'd be really brave to do that, because I just don't see no wins for him. Beaver going, his rhythm, his movement, he's not a stationary target. He's everything Canelo don't need, especially at this stage, right? I just don't see him changing up much. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to get stronger. He ain't going to start hitting harder. The problem initially is he's not a 75-pounder from the rip. That's just what it is. Even though he beat Kovalev, that was Kovalev on his way out. Imagine him fighting Kovalev as the crusher. He wouldn't dare get in there with that dude. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like Beaver's still too much, you know, of himself, I think, for Canelo to revisit that. So, like I said, I could very well see Chris Eubank in there with Canelo in that third fight down there, especially if he get past and he don't look crazy in the fight with Conor Ben, because that's a smaller guy coming up. Cornelius, what it do, fam? Figure it out, because it's a great fight. Cause Shiraz's fight in jeopardy, not happening. Cause gonna get over. Oh yeah. I did hear something about that. They wasn't letting them you know, travel or something to that effect. They let his team travel, but not him. Yeah, I hope that don't mess up the fight. I really do. That's a great fight. They can't mess that up. Yeah, D1, you're right. They can't mess that up. A1 Hoops on, what's good, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, they can't mess that fight up at all. We can't have that, man. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think, big dog. I think that's gonna be the fact that name is there, unless something crazy happen, right? I think Chris Eubank could be in line. And it's interesting that the October 2026 fight is to be confirmed, because you can't think that far ahead. Like, it's hard to do that in boxing. It's hard to think that far ahead because anything can happen in the meantime. So, like, we're going to see how many of these fights actually come to fruition. As long as, I think September is it. But that May fight is going to be a stay busy watch. And it's probably going to be Bruno Saras. Nope, what's good with it? It all up. It's more problems. Kept his nose clean. Nah, I mean, look, it's easy to say that though, Nuke, but think about life, right? Think about life in general and how sometimes, decisions, right? Not feeling sorry for him, not giving him an out, but he just human, right? He has some real stuff that he just was going through and having to get through, right? No different than anybody else, right? It's just unfortunate that some things got in his way, some outside the ring stuff got in his way, because Maul was cooking. He was on a hell of a, you know what I'm saying? He's on a hell of a path. He was moving in the right direction, right where he needed to be. And the good thing for him is he's still unbeaten. Ain't nobody kicked his ass in the ring. So if he can get all the way together, right, mentally, physically, emotionally, all that good stuff, right, and get himself in the right space, then the ring is somewhere he should be, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm rooting for him. I'm hearing he's supposed to be coming back, but like I said, I doubt if his comeback fight would be Canelo, because that would just tell me he cashing out. I would have no other reason to believe anything else, because it's just not a smart fight, unless you looking at it as a situation where you was offered it before and you wasn't right, and your brother took the fight, and now if you get offered it again, you can't turn it down because you might not never get the opportunity. If it's something like that, then cool. But other than that, man, that's the only reason I could see him being willing to fight this dude, because it just wouldn't be a smart fight. And Conor Ben wins that fight too. You will Canelo, or you talking about Chris Eubank? Chris Eubank, you think he gonna beat Chris? I mean, you think Conor gonna beat Chris? He could, bro. Yeah, man, he'll do him kind of bad right now. Mr. Empire, what it do? I think he'll do him all types of bad right now if he was to come back and fight Charlo. It just, he ain't had no in-the-ring activity. The last time he was in the ring was Jose Benavidez Jr. You know what I'm saying? And he outclassed him thoroughly. I don't even think he really lost a round in that fight, but it's levels. Like, you going from Jose Benavidez Jr. to Canelo Alvarez. That's a big leap. Beth was good with it. It's being mentioned. It should be Johnny Beck or Lara, or no names from 160. I guess, obviously he fought Lara before. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Beck, I can see it, but then again you gotta think of who's proposing the fights, right? Turki Alashikh. You know what I'm saying? So you bound to get anything. I think out of the two, Conor definitely the bigger dog. Yeah, Conor definitely, he seems to be more aggressive, but that could work against him. D1. I'm interested in seeing, because it's a tricky fight for both. You got a smaller guy in Conor Ben coming up and fighting Chris Eubank. Then you get what I'm saying? So it's like, are you gonna let the young man, out, overwhelm you? Because that's what it's gonna be. That's the kind of fight it'll be. You just have to overwhelm him or something like that. But it could work against him. And Chris Eubank got still got good power, and he got some real good uppercuts, bro. Chris Eubank got some good uppercuts, man. He got some really good uppercuts. And I could see him hurting Conor Ben. I could see him catching him coming in. I could see him catching him one of them uppercuts. You get what I'm saying? I could also see Conor Ben catching him too, and trying to overwhelm him and getting him in the position, because you see he had let Liam, what was his name? Liam Williams? One of them, that Liam Smith. I think it was Liam Smith. Liam Smith he fought, that ended up stopping him. Remember, he had Bomac in that rematch, and he stopped. He ended up stopping Liam Smith in a rematch. So I wonder who he'd be training with. I wonder who he's going to be training with for this fight, because it's in April, I believe. So I wonder who he's going to train with. Nello like taking people's O's. Yeah, them little youngins that he could sell us a dream. I'm busy with it, do. Our Stokes, what's good, fam? How you feeling? Got one cleanest uppercuts I ever seen. Yeah, Beth. Yeah, fam. Yeah, Chris Eubank got a really nice uppercut. He's better than what people will give him credit for, but because I think he's grown and matured, through the years. So he's still a pretty solid, pretty talented guy. You know what I'm saying? It still is levels. Like, he hasn't been able to, get to that, that big fight, but you know what I mean? Shout out to 2 Cents. I was, but I'm like, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Just reason why I say that, at least, and we're going to get into it some more, man. Another reason why I like this is because, look, with all due respect to Jake Paul and what he got going on, I think Turki did it right. I think Canelo chose right. I think Turki got it right? In terms of not fighting Jake Paul in May. And that's no knock on him or none of that funny business. Like, it just wouldn't have been a smart fight to me. You get what I'm saying? And Jake Paul been trolling and going off, and we're gonna get into that as well. So look, I think like I said, I think he picked it. I think he chose right, bro. I think he did. Hold on, where is that post at from where is the post at from Jake? Jakey boy. Oh, my bad. I don't know how I look right past it. So yeah, man. Shout out to 2 Cents. Safe travels on that road, man. Shout out to Savage Queen. Yeah, uppercut's my favorite punch. Yeah, he got a really nice uppercut. He can shoot it with either hand, really. He can shoot it with either hand. That's why I like him, man. Chris Eubank could work when he in his bag, man. He'll get you. Because you can see it. Like, you can see the difference. Like, all right, he had one fight with Liam Smith, got beat up, ended up getting stopped. Then he had Bomac in a rematch, and you see how he went out there and performed. Like, the dude got some talent. He could fight. People just don't like him too much. But I don't dislike him, right? I think he's a guy that had a father that was a hell of a beast, but he's tried to earn his own name. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 2 Cents. What's good, fam? But look, check this out. This is what Jake Paul has said when he got the news. Said, breaking news. Canelo Alvarez ducked me. Jake Paul is now an owned slave. He called Canelo an owned slave with no regard for the pride of the Mexican people who support him on U.S. soil. It's not surprising when his whole career he has done nothing for the sport outside of. He said, pardon me, y'all. He said he's done nothing because I'm looking at it. I'm like, I can't believe he's saying this. He has done nothing for the sport of boxing outside the ring. I'm the new face of boxing. You cannot have the biggest fight of 2025 without my name involved. What the hell? All your events tank and lose money, you will all realize who the king of the sport is. 28 years old, biggest fight in boxing history. My own boss, not own. 5 years in, all of you felines want to see me fail, but God has other plans. It's the era of good. The era of the elephant. It's the era of MVP. I mean, look, shout out to MVP for sure. I mean, shout out to Jake and his movement, but this ain't the biggest fight in boxing, not by a long shot. This ain't the biggest fight in boxing. He got a point, though. I think it would do numbers because it have a real casual effect to it. And maybe that would be a Netflix thing if he's fighting Jake Paul, maybe, right? Maybe that'd be a different situation. So you got to consider that, too. So I think when it all came down to it, Canelo chose right. I think the fallout from this would be huge. You get what I'm saying? Much like anything else he's done. Like, I think fighting Jake Paul would be bigger than him ducking Benavidez. You get what I'm saying? Like the blowback, him just avoiding or not giving Benavidez the shot, right? I think fighting Jake with that amount of fights just being unproven, like you'll have a hard time. And then think about that. That would have to be on pay-per-view. So regardless of what the casuals will do, you got a lot of people that you think they're gonna pay. I'm not paying to see him fight Jake Paul. No disrespect. I think that's wild. I think that's where I draw the line, especially with Canelo. You mean to tell me you not gonna fight Benavidez, but you'll fight Charlo, Munguia, Berlanga, John Ryder, and a number of slew of other guys. You'll fight all of those dudes, but you won't fight Benavidez. You get what I'm saying? But you'll fight Jake Paul. Like, it'll be no coming back from that. And I just don't think, even though I think it'll do numbers and he'll make money, I just don't see the need for it. Like I said, his blowback could be big. And to a degree, he's very prideful to a degree, right? So he ain't going to just make no foolish move. I think that'd be a foolish move. You get what I'm saying? I think it'd be foolish. Shout out to LaMarcus. What's good with it? Damon, what's good, bro? How you feeling, man? Shout out to you, bro. Man, blessings to everybody in the building on this Good Friday. Casuals, Netflix, and chill. Yeah, so that's what I think, Rude Exposure. I think it'll be maybe that kind of situation. Tell you what's good with it, bro. I think it'd be that kind of situation if it was Jake Paul on the line. But just think, and then think about it too, y'all. With Jake Paul, that changes things, right? But with Turki, the options are different. You got 4 fights potentially, right? Lined up for you. So what do? Take the one fight with the guy that respectfully is just nowhere near your level He just haven't proven to be that. You know what I mean? It would just be giving a guy. Some people still call him a YouTuber. Like I don't think you will afford that on your resume. And then it'll be a pay-per-view to Netflix. Maybe so everybody got Netflix. Maybe it'd have been that, but I don't see Canelo going over there. So I'm not surprised that he chose to rock out with Turki. Like I said, 4 is definitely better than 1. And I think it's simple math. And the fact that you fighting a damn, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're not even fighting an amateur at this point. You fighting somebody that just relatively new to the game of boxing. And you, like he said, you said it here, 5 years in. 5 years in, at 28 years old, is not your typical boxer. And that's definitely not nobody that need to be in the ring with Canelo. You get what I'm saying? So no matter who you are and what you think your name bring, you ain't selling nobody that this is a competitive fight or this is something that you had to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I think, and I already hear the whispers about the Mexican fan base starting to lose respect for how he moved. Fighting Jake Paul, I think, would be the icing on the cake. You can't tell me you won't lose fans from that. You can't tell me you're going to gain fans. That fight doesn't do that for you. People going to take you for a joke. And that's no shit on Jake Paul, but just for where you at, the level that you're at, there's no way in hell you can give us a fight like that with a guy like that without fighting Benavidez. Yeah, you might as well fight Crawford. Hell yeah, fight Crawford. I think so too. D1. He is the real McCoy, bro. I believe. I still think he's fighting Jake, just not now. I mean, shit. If he do it 2 cents, he better do it on his way out. You get me? You better not do it like in the midst of shit. Like, oh, this is a pit stop. I'm gonna just go over here and do this. Like, I don't think people gonna respect it. His people are not gonna respect that. They're gonna be like, bro, what the hell are you doing? And I already hear like I know the Mexican fighters of yesteryear ain't gonna be feeling it. They're gonna be like, bro, what the hell is he doing? You know what I mean? And Jake pissed off. And Jake like, man, he ducked me, man. Emmanuel, shout out to my guy. How you feeling, bro? Jake out here trolling Nello. Look, Jake out here trolling. Jake out here trolling, bro. He got Jake pissed off, man. Jake called this man a owned slave, bro. The disrespect is wild, bro. You know what I mean? Jake just missed the bat. He pissed off 2 cents. But you know what? Crazy. This might be crazy to think. I for sure don't think he has a problem like making that big money, right? I'm for sure that got to be some type of incentive as well, right? But I think for him, it's what the opportunity, right? Think about the story, even just getting in the ring with Canelo. Like, think about the game that you would have had to run to get Canelo Alvarez in, not the middle of his career, but you could say the tail end, but just still while he's an active top world-class fighter, in the midst of that, to get him to stop everything he's doing and fight you. Think about that. How much game he would have had to pull that off. You get me? Think about that. He went either way. Yo, Jake could get knocked out first 30 seconds. He still won. You get me? The fact that you got Saul Canelo Alvarez, the guy with like the deepest active resume in boxing, to get in the ring with you and give you a shot knowing damn well you ain't had no... Man, I know anything can happen in boxing, but damn it, I draw the line right there. Anything won't happen in that fight. It will be Canelo Alvarez by destruction, straight up and down. That's too many levels. That's too much experience. His chin is solid. You don't even have a chance at knocking him out for real. Like, that's crazy. Like, there's no out for you. There's no, storybook fairy tale scenario where you go out there and kick Canelo's ass. That's not going to happen. It's not. He not one of them. It ain't going to be, this is just some faded champion. I can go in there and trick him out. No, he going to beat. He going to absolutely beat your ass. He going to do it. He going to beat you up. He going to beat you up. Rib shots, body shots, uppercuts, all types of shit. Like, nah, bro. That shit going to be crazy. He going to reduce you to a damn YouTube fighter that day. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That shit going to be like somebody from one of the Misfits fighting him. That's way too much experience. Way too many levels. Way too crafty and smart. Strong, like he just know what he's doing in there. Canelo is not the one to go in there and play with. I'm telling you. And Jake is strong. I do believe he's committed himself to the sport to a degree, right? He's gotten better. You've seen it. He ain't like garbage, right? But he just ain't on nowhere near this level. You talking about pretty much still should be the undisputed super middleweight. Like, no, bro. No. You done fought Golovkin 3 times. You done fought guys like Danny Jacobs. Like, no, bro. No. You're not educated enough respectfully within the sport to make this a competitive bout. So, yeah, you can get it off with the trolling and stuff. That's cool, but and I'm not knocking his opportunity. I just think that means, Canelo, you have now been tricked out of your spot, whether you believe it or not. That's what I feel. You allow him to get you in the ring. Like, bro, what kind of shit did he talk to get you? And you won't fight Benavidez, but you going to fight this guy that's trolling you, talking crazy, calling you a duck. That man just called you a own slave on Twitter. A own slave, bro. And you talking about Benavidez being mean. Remember he told Benavidez being mean? Didn't he say that? Hold on, man. Let me roll the tape. I think I got the clip. Hold on. Where it at? Man? I think I got the clip. Where is it? Hey, man, where is it, man? Do I got Benavidez, man? Benavidez.
I mean, I would love to fight Canelo. It'd be a massive, massive fight, but Canelo says that he has other things, and he says I'm being too mean in the way I'm approaching him. So
you don't want to face monsters.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I got to work on my attitude.
Over here.
David, congratulations. Turki Alashikh said that.
You get what I'm saying, bro? So you telling me you'll give Jake Paul a shot, but not that guy right there? Hell nah, bro. People gonna flip out. They'll flip the hell out. Let Canelo Alvarez be fighting on Netflix. I don't think people will be feeling it, bro. I could be wrong as hell, but I don't know. I don't think so. Not in the middle of what he doing, man. You might as well keep doing what you doing, bro. And for Jake on his side, I ain't truly mad at him, right? Because he gotta be a wild boy to even want to get in there with Canelo. He crazy for that. He shot out. Think about it. For the amount of experience that he don't have going in there against Canelo, he wild for even wanting to do it. And I think he'll actually do it if Canelo would say, yeah, I think Jake could do it. That's the crazy part. I think he'd do it. That's crazy. So I think he just wanted the opportunity. It'd have been something crazy to talk about, even if you lost to him, right? Yo, I got Canelo Alvarez to fight me, bro. The guy, the former undisputed 168-pound champion to fight me, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fight Benavidez, but he fought me. I don't like that shit to be wild. That's so super wild. Super wild. Shout out to Thomas Hill. What's good with it, bro? Behind the Hands TV was good, Brody, for Canelo to stop his victory lap to give Jake an opportunity, makes Jake one of the most relevant fighters today. You get me? You get what I'm saying? You get where I was going with it. Exactly. And I just don't think he could afford to do that right now. And if he do it, like what 2 Cents is saying, if he does it at all, I think it'll be on the tail end or, all the way, on some, all right, I'm up out of here type stuff. Because and even that'd be skeptical. Like, you know what I mean? Canelo got a standard, man. I don't know if everybody can't do what Mayweather do. That shit might not, be received the same way. And even with Floyd, people talk shit about it. So I don't know. 5 months ago, saying Canelo was gonna fight Jake. He found the Mayweather green plan. he found his Conor McGregor, huh? Found his Conor McGregor. That's his Conor. Yeah, that money talk for sure. Shout out to Creel the Traveler. Which fight? Oh, you talking about the game? Probably the Chiefs, bro. My God, Thomas Hill, man. Yeah, it'd be a real shit show, Nuke. It would, bro. My blow up gloves and Jake uses MMA gloves. I'm telling you, at this point, bro. I'm telling you. Maybe per fight, what you're fighting. So Jake Paul would be a benefit of Jake and only him. That's what I'm saying. D1 that Canelo gonna make bags, right? At this point, is this bag that you making worth stopping what you're doing, entertaining him, and like Behind the Hand said, you would be making him one of the most relevant fighters today. Like, can you risk doing all? You would literally turn him up. There would be no stopping Jay. And this, I'm not against it. Do what y'all want, man. I can't control y'all fighters, no way. Do I prefer it? No, because it's real people that want real smoke that deserve the opportunity to fight Canelo as opposed to Jake Paul in respect to everything he's doing. But that's wild. But man, people would go absolutely nuts, bro. Absolutely nuts, bro. Hell no, they'd go absolutely crazy, bro. You would absolutely turn Jake Paul all the way up. There will be no stopping Jake Paul, y'all. You think he talking crazy now? Man, bro, even if he gets slept, bro, I got Canelo in there, bro. You done lit his torch way more. And don't let him be able to survive or something like that. Man, bro, he could fight the worst fight ever, surviving the whole time, and it's a win for him. So, like, yeah, it's just a win-win for Jake, and I don't really see a win outside of the bag for Canelo. Like I said, that seemed like a one-off situation. Turkey don't seem like he would be involved in that, right? Turkey don't seem like he would be involved in that if they fought. And whereas if Canelo's doing business there, that's like I said, you got 4 potential fights lined up versus that one over there in the corner. So, and that one is something that you really shouldn't even be entertaining as an active fighter. You know what I'm saying? As a former undisputed world champion, like it just wouldn't make a lot of sense. So I'm not surprised by this news. Jake Paul gonna have to find something else to do. I hear KSI want to fight him, but I don't know why they say he turning that fight down. Won't he fight that guy? Fight KSI. I don't think nobody would be mad if Jake Paul fought KSI. But I think the problem is KSI ain't gonna be part of the script, bro. He gonna try to win, and it might be too risky. J-Dub was good with it, fam. What's going on at 160 anyway? You don't got a mandatory. Yeah, Canelo just be chilling. So Turkey and Jake beef. I don't know. But I know what that damn calling him a own slave was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like Jake pissed off, bro. And he says he feel like his fighting him would be the biggest fight in boxing. Like, I don't know where you get off thinking that, man. This guy really thinks highly of himself, man. So if Jake fight Canelo and May, it's a good chance Jake runs for president in 4 years. I'm telling you, there'd be no stopping him behind the hands. I'm trying to tell you, you would legit turn Jake all the way up. If you think you tired of him now, you will be super tired of him after that. And I'm telling you, he just crazy enough to take the shot. So I respect his ambition because you know what? It's crazy. I don't think he's clout chasing or anything like that, right? I don't think he clout chasing. I think he just crazy enough to do it. Like he's one of them. He try to talk his way into them opportunities. Like if he get the shot, he'll take it. That's the crazy thing. Jake wild enough to do it, bro. He wild enough to do it. Get the shot and take it and run with it, bro. I always say Canelo took the first man though for Benavidez years ago. Yeah. It's more risky now. Now it's less than likely it'll ever happen because Benavidez done settled in at 75, 2 fights in, looked really good in his last fight against Morrell. I think he looked far too dangerous for him to even entertain. I don't see no scenario where he tries to fight him ever. Not even making him come back down to 68 and fight. I don't think he'll do it. I just think Benavidez is too big, too young, hungry. I don't think he want to deal with that guy. Jake gets nothing fight KSI. He's a boxer. Nah, he get to fight somebody that he is more on his level. You know what I'm saying? Instead of keep calling out guys that is like leaps and bounds above him. Because that Canelo Alvarez shit is cool, but it's far too big, too ambitious, bro. He's far too ambitious. With weight class with Canelo and Jake Paul supposed to fight at, that's the thing too. You know what I mean? That's another thing. Because Jake Paul, where he fight at? Like cruiser or something like that? Don't he fight at like cruiser? So hell yeah, that's no way that was happening because he wasn't coming down to no 68. I ain't trying to hear that. So I don't know. Maybe Jake is cloud chasing a little bit, man. Maybe he is because that what weight would that fight happen at? I didn't even go that far because I didn't even think it was gonna happen anyway. But now that I think further into it, you said lion and sheep was a reach. Who that Big Turk? You ain't like the lion and sheep bit right here. Man, let's go, bro. He said, don't mess with the lion. 4 fights for Canelo with Riyadh season. You know what I'm saying? I make the fights. Man, yo. So what y'all think about him calling? What y'all just seriously though? What y'all think about Jake Paul calling this man an own slave? Am I tripping or he just wilded out a little bit with that? Was he too emotional there? Was he too emotional? Think about Francis Ngannou versus Martin McCauley. I don't care for it. It'll be a damn bang out though. I don't care for it. But McCauley, being that he's a trained fighter, I'll definitely, my money would be on him. That'd be weird, man. That'd be a weird fight. That's how he be. Reef, you stupid. You see how he popped on the joint, bro. You see how y'all see how it ain't just me, man. Y'all see how he popped on.
Canelo in Riyadh in May, the big fight in the history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights in 26. Don't miss with the lion.
Don't mess with the lion. It came on Canelo. We're gonna make the big fights. Don't miss with the lion. Don't miss with the lion. He ain't no lion. The only lion we know is Jamel Lions only Charlo, man. Lions only, man. That's all we know. He Johnny Bravo. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. That's who he looking like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Bravo, just their version. Don't mess with the lion. But he called Jake called Canelo a slave, man. He pissed off about this opportunity falling by the wayside, but I mean, I think Canelo just did better business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? He made a better decision. And like I said, if you got 4 multiple opportunities lined up, I'm pretty sure that's going to be far more lucrative than just the one Jake Paul fight, I would think. You get what I'm saying? Canelo money be kind of sealed, right? They know what he demand to fight, so ain't going to be no different. Like I said, there's no win for him to fight no guy that just don't belong in the ring with him. And it's bad enough that you've been maneuvering around Benavidez and avoiding him like the plague, like he got cooties or something. And you fighting lesser guys, the Berlangas. Like I said, man, respect to all those dudes, but you're not fighting guys on your level. And this would be a new low for him. This would be a new low. This would be unusual. This would be out of character for Canelo. Respectfully, to fight Jake Paul would be out of character. I don't think he could afford to do that at this point. Like, you can't be avoiding, one of your most dangerous opponents out there and then, handpicking around that guy. And then you make a pit stop to fight a, quote unquote, like a YouTuber, a content creator, turned boxer. People ain't going to respect it at all. We're going to have to see, man. Turkey is from a monarchy. It's damn near a dictatorship. You want to say his way. You're good out of the pocket calling him. Yeah, he wild. He wild. I mean, we gonna see, man. The jury's still out for Big Turk for me. It really would have ruined the reputation of boxing. Yep. And boxing would have took a hit too. I agree, Aisha. It's just not something that you could afford to see. We don't need that. We don't need this dude fighting Jake Paul. We still trying to make peace with the fact that you ain't fighting Benavidez. Like I said, so hell nah. Ain't nobody going for this. We don't want to watch this. I'm cool on it. But let me get to something, man. Let me get to Tim Bradley had an opinion about Turkey, and I want y'all to hear what he had to say. Yeah, slave is OD. Yeah, I think he tripped out with that talk. I think he tripped out with that talk, man. But let me play it, man. Let's get to it, man. Desert Storm had an opinion, man. He weighed in on briefly on this fight.
Yo, community, we just hit 6K. I appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all very much. There's no doubt about it, man. Hey, real quick, it's crazy. Man, Turkey just whipped this shit out, put it on the table. Wow, Al Haymon who? Al Haymon who? Wow. It's a powerful man, letting you know. Saudi Arabia got enough money to buy America. Ain't that something? Fights on.
So they got enough money to buy America.
The only one that can outdo Al Haymon is Turki Alashikh. Respect that. Anyways, I appreciate you guys for subscribing. Thank you very much. Let's see if we can hit 10, at least 10K. 10K by the end of this month. I'll holla at y'all. Y'all already know where I'm headed. Peace.
You heard Desert Storm? Desert Storm said, man, Saudi got enough money to buy America. Said, man, Al Haymon, who? Said he the only one that could do outdo Al Haymon. It's Turki Alashikh. Man, big dog, what's good with it, bro?
What's cracking, man? I got a little rant to get on Canelo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of this shit. The way it's disappointing that this dude can just pick and choose whoever he wants to fight, whatever time, whatever he wants to do, as the highest bidder, and these promoters and everybody else just give this dude just money. Just give him money. And he does not fight anybody I want to see. Now, in the last 5 years, he has not fought nobody I wanted to see. I want to see him fight Charlo. When Charlo was still boxing, when he was still have his minds right. I want to see him fight Charlo. I want to fight Andre, see him fight Andre at 160. While Andre was still young, was still doing his thing. I want to see him fight, man, just so many other people. Triple G at a younger age. I want to see him fight. It's just so many people that he fight. Then he just, like, he out owes them, or he age him out, or whatever he do. He waiting to have some kind of issue. He's going to fight them when they're all effed up. Or if he can't find nobody, he pulls somebody up from deep. It won't be one weight class. It'd be like 2 or 3 weight classes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You put up Amir Khan, and they do it for the money. And that's the thing about it. It's the money they do it for. That's about it. You know, I mean, Amir Khan had no chance of beating that dude. He was whooping his ass for like the first 5 rounds. But you know, as soon as his chin was going to get touched, he was going to fall asleep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So it was. So it's annoying. It's really annoying. This dude gets a 4-fight deal. He probably gonna get paid like $400 million, whatever, how much he's gonna get paid, you know. And of course he's gonna do well. And it just his fan base. I mean, God bless the Mexicans, but like David Benavidez is there, and I think his fan base is slowly seeing that David Benavidez is the Chavez.
Mm-hmm.
Of like, cause Chavez back in the day, he fought the best. He's like, I can see him right now. It's like this motherfucker ducking. Like I had to fight all the black fighters. I had to fight the Puerto Ricans. I had to fight all the white fighters. I had to fight the best of the best.
Right.
He fought man. He fought De La Hoya, Mayweather, the Black Mama Mayweather. He fought fucking Sweet Pea, Meldrick Taylor. I mean, he fought monsters.
Right.
And who Canelo fighting? He fought old Cotto, fought an old Floyd, and got his ass whipped by an old Floyd. He fought everybody else in his beginning of his career. He fought Lara, should have caught an L there, but he didn't.
Right.
And so I'm annoyed with this dude. I'm really annoyed with this dude because he should be fighting cats that I want him to fight. I mean, not I want him for what we all want him to fight.
Yeah, he running a mean victory lap right now, and that's what people tired of because he's still far too talented. Like I could see if he was looking like some old faded ass champion, they don't look like that. You might not be exactly, at the peak of your physical prime, but you still a world class top level guy. And that's why people have such a problem with what you're doing. And like Akello said, shout out to my guy, shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. He said it like, you know, it's cool, fight who you want, and I'm cool with that too, because I can't control it no way. But just to hold on to the belts is frustrating because then nobody else, you know what I mean? You kind of stagnate the division, and it's like all roads lead through you when you so choose, and that's kind of shitty. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Floyd taught Canelo a whole lot, bro. Like, for real. This is how you get to the bag at the end of your career. Go after these guys that are a little less experienced but got a little name, just like JCC did. Like, Canelo running a play right now. That's why he's not gonna fight David Benavidez. But I'd be damned if I'm Turkey and I'm shelling out $100 million per fight, and I ain't even got David Benavidez' name on the list as a minor possibility. Nah, dog, we not doing that. I gotta have that one for $100 million. Shit. And Canelo look good, bro. He don't show no signs of wearing down, and that's because he probably ain't been drug tested since the fucking clenbuterol joint. You know what I mean? WBC, Mauricio Suleiman in that clean boxing program is a joke.
Right.
They do what they want to do. Wasn't he just getting questioned by the feds too? Like, man, boxing fans are gullible, dog. You get anything off. It's kind of crazy.
JDM was good, fam. Crucial content. Turkey just want to show how much you can flex. You know what? I mean, I look at it like this, right? Being that he from where he's from, you gotta expect he gonna want to look to make fights over there, right? But like I said, it's a good thing that you see the Crawford thing that's situated to be in Vegas, as they're saying, right? So that's good. Not every fight gonna have to be over there. You know what I mean?
Bro,
I know that's the big concern, but shit, he got the money. I feel like as long as he, you know, making sure these situations is correct, man, he good.
Yeah, but I seen two conflicting tweets from the Ring magazine. The first tweet was from sources. Their sources were Mike Cappinger, and they said Crawford or Canelo May 5th here in the U.S., and then the other three in Saudi. And then I seen the immediate tweet after that saying first fight in Saudi, Crawford in U.S., and then the other two in February and October of 2026. So now Canelo don't care about the Cinco de Mayo dates and shit.
Oh,
it just all seems fishy, bro.
That's not. I can't believe that.
I mean, like fucking October. I
was hearing that he was willing to bypass one of his dates or something like that. So
it's always May and September. I've never been different.
Mexicans, you could come on over here to the Benavidez bandwagon anytime you'd like. We right here, we waiting. Where y'all should be anyways, because David Benavidez is the real thing, and he's doing what all the boxing fans say they want. It's astonishing to me, bro. They ain't behind this
big
kid.
time. In case you didn't know, it was a flex. He made a video for y'all, letting y'all know what's up. But I think it was a good play because it shut down a fight that didn't need to happen. I do always find the good and stuff, right? And just want to see how it all play out.
I ain't mad at it.
We're going to get in the ring with in May. I don't think that's going to be nothing to write home about, but
I'm mad at the American fight promoters from 1990 to current day. That's why somebody like Turkey can come in here and do whatever the fuck he wants to do, because they continually failed us for decades. I was mad at first, but now I ain't mad at this shit. I don't even care. It is what it is, bro.
Hey, D1, you can't get mad at all because it is what it is. Like you just said.
I didn't think the fight was
I'm mad at just not at Turkey, not at
people that reported it being on, reported it being off. So I wasn't like
it's fucking like what
celebrating it being off. I was sitting here. We sat here and built on the fight, and just
that was a good one.
Was kind of weak. So I'm glad that it's back. It need to be. I mean, I'm tired of the half-ass information, but like I said, I'll take that scheduling shit with a grain of salt.
Man, how you know it's that boxing is the boxing news that come out is like the Bill Haney news of like it doesn't nothing is ever kept right. Like you have to literally see these people get in the ring. Yeah, literally have to see them get in the ring for them to fight.
Yeah,
I won't believe it.
Yep. That's where I'm at, big dog. Like, listen, man, you can't keep feeding me bullshit that never comes true, and I'm just gonna keep sitting here saying, "Yo, did you hear the news?" Like, what? Fucking shit changes every 10 minutes. So I'll wait for these guys to get in the fucking ring before I
And
believe
then cats will argue about it all day long. The next day will be something different.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I'm glad at least you seeing, you know, some activity, right? You know, Canelo reposting, he confirming so much, right? Terence Crawford, like, yo, you waiting on Canelo in September. Only thing is, he not gonna take no fight in the meantime, so that just makes things a lot more interesting.
Who, Terence? You don't think Terence Crawford's gonna take a fight?
Say that again.
Did Terence Crawford say he's not gonna take a fight at all?
I mean, I don't think so. That's why he just said I'm waiting on, you know, Canelo in September.
He can find a tune-up. There's a bunch of bombs out there for him to fight.
It seemed like it, right? It seemed like
so like in the May or early June, just get out the way.
Right. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, man. And I know some of y'all planning on being in NYC. I know some of y'all want to get, you know, an opportunity to win this Tank ticket.
Away a single ticket to the Tank Davis Lamont Roach Championship fight on March 1st. The drawing will be held on February 21st. Entries are $10 each or 3 for $25. Enter via Cash App, JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1 with RF1 on the comment line. A great prize brought to you by the JBT.
Shout out to the homie, Big Drop Dre. Yeah, man.
That's
so
Big Drop Dre, aka One Take.
I know y'all gonna be. I know some of y'all already planning on going to the fight. Why not give yourself a chance to win a ticket for $10 and go watch Tank do what he do at my coach Calvin?
Do what he do.
You know what I mean?
That's it.
I'm going to the casino and watch the fight.
Shout out to Terrell. It was good, bro.
Well, yo, yesterday's show was dope. Had a dope panel, dope build. That shit was what I'm talking about. Real boxing guys that actually know the sport, not arguing and shit.
What was that? Oh, I must have been asleep. I was asleep at that time.
No, you was out. You were here. I thought you was here.
Nah, I wasn't here yesterday. I was out.
The day before.
You wasn't?
Oh, the day before maybe.
YSM was up here behind the hands.
No, I wasn't here for that one. No.
It's a good one, bro. A real good one.
Yeah. The last time I was really on one when Boxing Hacker was up here lying. So
yeah. When ain't he up here capping? Anywhere you go, he capping. I ain't see Boxing Hacker in like 2 days. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
Probably.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. You're a real one, bro. He supports.
Oh no, he cracks me. I like him coming on. He cracks me up. He knows how to hold. He knows how to hold a conversation. And what's the other one? Frequent Flyer. Yeah, those two are hilarious together.
Yeah.
The amount of lying they be.
Yo, man, and the ones that support, like, to me, that shit's the realest shit in the world, because this shit isn't easy. I know people think you just press the live and you sit up here and talk boxing, so it's easy. It's fucking not.
Alex with OG, right?
It's not, bro.
OG was on this helmet yesterday.
Like
they're just programmed. It's like they're programmed to say, like, they have like these talking points in their program just to keep bringing it up, and they're all like their talking points are like Bill Haney or other channels
beat
that support
death too,
and they will beat it to the death, and they will keep going, and they'll find different ways. Like Boxing Hacker is really good at just find different ways to argue something that is completely debunked.
Yeah, he a good contrarian.
Contrarians, yep. Shout out to the contrarians.
He gotta find the other way.
Yeah, I don't even think he believe half the shit he say. He just doing it.
No, he don't believe it. It's just it's like, I think he just does it just to troll us. He knows he's good at it. It annoys people. Like, I had to get off sometimes.
So man,
I
let
gotta
me
take
ask
breaks
y'all,
from this
man.
shit.
Who y'all want to see Canelo fight though? Like, who's really at 68 though?
Nobody.
Man,
Nobody.
You know, you got Benavidez and both Morrell moved out. We
Like,
kind of
They
left
had
with
to.
that.
They had to. They weren't getting no belts. That's the thing about it. They had to. They didn't have a choice.
all the guys left are killers. All the guys left that we want to see are the real thing, dude. He's gonna he's got to fight like Jamal, Charlo to maybe get one off of there, and the names that they got like Hamza Shiraz isn't even a 68 pounder. He's a 160-pound non-champion. And the Adames Shiraz fight's in danger of falling apart because Adames can't get out of Vegas.
Yeah, and I just don't see why them dudes would be. I mean, it's one of them situations where they ain't gonna turn down that opportunity, but I still don't see him doing
No.
Oh, yeah,
Chris Eubank,
with that
like
belt, right? He said
Fuck
something
outta
about
here.
Benavidez. I mean, not Benavidez. Berlanga. Skull did. Skull sound like he want to fight Berlanga.
Yeah, Mo. I said Charlo. Is he training, bro? Is he in the gym at least?
Yeah, they had his name on there behind the hands. They had Charlo name on the list.
But who wants to see Charlo?
For a
Charlo
May
don't.
fight, for a potential May fight, but I can't go with that.
And Charlo, I don't want to see Charlo get up. He gonna get up there and get beat the fuck up. Nobody's want to watch that fight.
Turkey's in the business of lighting money on fire, so why not Charlo? People don't give. He don't care if it's sell or not.
Some people think, but the
No,
point
but
is,
we're talking about. We're not talking about if it sells though.
You
He wants a competition.
Yeah, I know, but
just don't make sense. It's not a smart
I think Jamal will do better than Jamel did if he'll sit in there and fight. He got a strong jab.
No,
bro.
No. I don't. I think Jamal's gonna just bow down like his brother did. Jamel's the better fighter anyway.
Right? You think he's gonna get a big fight? Hey, he could. And that'd be the fight for him. You know what I mean? I could see why he would take it being off and just say, hell with it, I'm gonna just fight him, because then he probably won't get a shot again. That's the only way I see it, right? If it's a situation like that.
Yo, you see what Rick Glazer said about Al Haymon?
I caught the tail end of it, man.
Hating again, hating like usual.
Being in the hospital.
No, he talk about assisted living and shit. Like he had strokes. Like, fuck out of here, Dick Glazer. We hope you stroke out tomorrow.
Every time somebody asks him where that information come from, he's just like, you never reveal your sources. But stuff like that,
turkey neck starts fucking vibrating and shit.
Why even talk about that? Like, he's a really strange guy. Out here getting kicked out of boxing events.
Yeah, that's all because of that, dog. You've been out here wasting your fucking life lying on a man in his company because they asked you to leave an event because your neck was hanging out over your t-shirt. Fuck out of here.
You think it's good for Canelo as the face of boxing? Like, he wanted to face it. It's not that it's a bad thing, because I mean, you can see clearly what he's doing.
No facts.
Right, but the worst thing about it is gatekeeping belts. Like I said, it's my biggest issue with what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You feel like you ran the gauntlet already, right? Fighting forever. Okay. And then let the youngest get a chance to at least be able to call himself.
Pass the fucking torch. Pass the torch. At least attempt to. At least attempt the shit. At least tell us, I've been saving him for the last. Because we'll buy the next 3 fights if you tell us the fourth one's going to be him.
Right.
He don't care. He knows he's getting paid.
He does not care.
He doesn't care
at all.
It was Jose Benavidez. That's why it seemed like a stretch for him to be in there with Canelo. The only thing that makes that partially believable is you know how Canelo like to catch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what make it believable, because we know how Canelo moves.
I think the bigger story is just Jamal. Like, boy, you ain't gonna do it like that. Coming back out the woodworks, and it's be tough, because it's crazy at the top of his game. You can't tell me he can't beat that dude. Got a really good damn chance. Man, that's why
you know how I feel about a good jab too, bro. A good jab will take you to the promised land in any fight. So shit, I'll get that stick working.
Heavy jab too. Come on. Man.
Yeah, I still don't see it. I still don't see it. I can't see him beating Canelo.
Top his game, but just not coming off the couch, so to speak. Not coming off a Benavidez win. to Canelo and then saying,
yeah, I think Jamal's ship has sailed. I can't. 5 years ago, 4 years ago, yeah, 2020, 2019,
right.
yeah. But
I
ever
think
since
bro be
then,
on Xanax too. Like I could tell, bro. Like when he start talking to the camera and shit, he on some sort of antidepressant or something, bro.
Yeah, it's just a long road away from Canelo. Like I said,
Yeah,
it's interesting that the name is even thrown in there. I wonder why. That's why I say he's very ambitious. There's a lot of wishful thinking sometimes with this lineup. Like it's hard to do boxing that way, like a lineup, like you scheduling shit.
is that really wishful thinking? Is that really wishful thinking? I mean,
kind of crazy.
It's just like, are you talking about Canelo wishful thinking? It's not wishful thinking. It's just he just wanted to just have it his way. Like he's literally picking people that he knows he can beat.
Yeah. They gonna let him do it because he make money.
Yeah, bro. Them the almighty dollar.
Whoever you decide you want to beat up on, you could do it.
Yeah,
money, we cool.
But I don't know if he turning a profit with $100 million payday and all these bullshit fights.
He don't care. As long as he only care about himself.
But I'm saying, like, if you paying him 30 to fight, then we could talk about making some money off the fucking fight, and it don't matter who you fight. But when we talking 100, like what? You gotta sell some fucking. And this is a question I wanted to ask you, KB. You think them DAZN pay-per-views are gonna stay $30 with Canelo headlining them joints?
Nah,
I don't know, dog.
Staying that way.
I don't know, bro. He drank more than any of the.
Somebody said he tried to delete the comment. It said what did he say? Damn, Turkey has now officially taken over boxing. The PBC is now officially completely irrelevant because something, and they just try to delete the comment, so I can't see the rest.
Stand on what you say, man.
I don't understand. Is the PBC the only, entity out there? Like,
that's the only one that's not seriously aligned with Turkey.
Like,
that's the only one.
Else, like, what happened to Top Rank? You get what I'm saying?
The people that actually failed this fucking sport long before Al Haymon.
Shit, you got all these types of
remember what's name's hella Bob Aaron don't give a fuck no more. So
he hasn't cared in fucking 30, 40 years.
No, I'm talking about really. He don't have to pay no money out. He had Turkey to do it. He really don't care.
He ain't been caring for a long time, bro.
I mean, yeah, but at least he was trying to make fights. Now he just don't care.
Yeah, I don't know about Brad caring either, bro. When you
got Bud won't be 30, hell no.
When you got fucking somebody like Turkey giving it out.
No, I definitely don't think they'll remain that price. That's gonna be tough because how you gonna pay him? Like, you get what I'm saying? You make it at least tougher to pay him if it's like that. Because that talk about being chopped in half, that's more than in half. You get what I'm saying? So,
Aisha.
Hell no.
I bet.
I don't see how that's working. Nope, I'm with you.
The Bud Canelo joint won't be no $30. I know that. That joint gonna be full price.
That'd be crazy.
If the Bud Canelo fight is 30, I'm on wax right now. I'll buy that one, but the other 3, I'm stealing them shits.
I'm not buying none of the other ones.
Dropping the link on the community page.
Like I said, I'm only buying Benavidez. That's the only fight I'm buying. Canelo for the rest of his career. Benavidez is the only one I'm fighting next.
Benavidez, I'm supporting to the end.
I'm not even sure if I would support Bud, to be honest with you.
It's a fucking real one, bro.
I think people got the wrong idea of the PBC, man.
The super wrong idea.
Yeah, they don't be shelving people. Do they have issues, I think, as far as like with inactivity and things like that? Yeah, I do. But you got to think, why would any of that stuff be intentional? That would just be bad business.
Yeah, but they did some bad business with what's his name?
Hard to keep throwing these fighters out there for the $2, $3, $5 million paydays these guys want when the fights can't generate that kind of money to begin with. So maybe he fucked up.
But Gary Russell was being shelved, and you have to admit that.
I think it's more Gary being hurt and having little fucking things go wrong, and then him coming out in the media talking shit.
Like some injuries, some politics for sure, definitely politics, but From what I understand, Gary, you're quote unquote type of like team player.
He ain't a company
Put
man.
it
No,
that way, right?
no
Yeah, but I
doubt.
mean that's but that's what I'm saying. He not get fight because he's not. He was a champion for a very long time.
Very long time.
So you can't really.
That's the problem too. That
But
was a
then I
problem.
think
So shout out to Richard Parrish saying,
he
"Hey,
lost.
Heyman's clearly still advising Canelo. I mean, giving him
Salute, Rich.
some good advice if he just got him lined up with 4 fights. Because that you got to think
Wow.
from a business standpoint for the fighter, that's good. You got your opportunity sealed. You X'd out one of them that they need to be. Got what I'm saying? Get that shit up out of here because don't nobody want to see it.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yo, but
man, that was a problem too. He wasn't signed over there.
AB told us that when Al Haymon is paying you, he wants you to fight Godzilla. So we can't. Canelo don't need fucking Al Haymon to advise him to take easy fights. He'll do that shit on his own. Go get the money, bro.
Good fan.
This is prize fighting. That's what they
Gary
do.
was a victim of inactivity, injuries, politics. This is a combination of things. Can't just point at one thing, right? Because it's just crazy. It's tough because he's just far too talented, right? And it's crazy. He's a small guy, man. They say sometimes they primes don't last long, but it seemed like if he can get healthy, he still got fights in him because he ain't get his ass. You know what I'm saying? He can get beat up a lot at all.
No, he barely got touched, bro.
I just would love to see him make one more run. Because it's like every time somebody asks him, he give you this notion that you're coming back, but it's always so uncertain, right? So it's like at some point you just gonna have to say, bro, I ain't coming back. But hopefully he can come back at some point and be still who he need to be, man, and get some wins, get a couple bags, and get up out of the game, man.
That Loma fight fucked his confidence up, and I don't care what he says in the media, anybody says, bro. That shit got a lot to do with it. When you lose to a guy with 2 professional fights, that's 1-1, and you was talking the way you was talking before the fight about him not being experienced, like that shit does a lot to a fighter's psyche, guaranteed. So I think that has a lot to do with him.
Yeah, no, that's true too, though, Ant McQueen. I think, and it's crazy. Look how people look at it. They look at what Turkey is doing means the PBC is irrelevant. Like they don't mention nobody else. What the hell is that? Who the hell brainwash people to hate like any of these dudes on any side? Like this, that's not boxing. What is that? You don't gotta praise them. I want to be very clear. You don't gotta praise nobody and nothing. I don't agree with praising anybody on any level. I believe in giving just due, but not praising. You know what I'm saying? So
that's the old.
I don't get the notion like people. If the people feel like the PBC is in bad shape financially, they celebrate it. Like what? Why would that be a good thing?
For real, bro.
Weird. The zone losing money. That's a good thing. Turkey,
you know what?
Money. That's a good thing. None of that is good.
None of it is good, bro.
Lucrative. You don't want people to be losing money within the sport that we talking about we love. Because if the money run out, then just imagine what the product gonna look like.
I think the real reason he gets hate like he does because he cut out all them older white men and showed these fighters how to cut them out of their fucking.
I don't get it,
get them out of their pockets, and then them older white men turned around and fucking all got bouts and people hate.
The PBC is irrelevant. Turkey.
Like what? Yes, the goofy.
Bro. He just got here. Ain't no taking over boxing. He ain't saving shit because it ain't need to be saved. I'm standing on that. If you really a true boxing fan, then it ain't never went nowhere. I'm telling you, it's always been fights and great fights. People are looking for names. They worrying about how much people getting paid, all this other shit. Nah, boxing has always been here. He's just a guy that's throwing some money around right now, giving opportunities. I'm not saying that's bad. I ain't about to overpraise it. Not cool. Shout out to him. Keep putting on these cards. You know what I mean? Get Canelo through these 4 fights without a hitch. Get Bud Crawford the biggest fight of his career. Like, you know what I mean? Be like all this premature pray. Like, damn, let him cook, as y'all say, right? Let him do him. All right, let's see how it turn out. Let's see if he can establish meaningful or solid relationships with fighters, and they give us something to go off. Because that's where I'll base my opinion. If the fighters start looking at it like, yo, man, shit ain't right over there, and
never said a bad word.
Obvious overall negative impact, and yeah, man, the hell with them. But right now, it is what it is. But I just don't understand praising it. You know, the praising of anybody losing money is weird.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah,
CJ Rich,
losing
I
money.
think boxing is
Al Heyman.
my
He
bad.
5 shows. They're broke. Like, yo, what?
Yeah, right.
So you
I
just
think
telling me like all they got to do, all the business they did, all the great business, all the great shows, all the money generated, all they have is one off year, and that's it.
a
That don't even
rebuilding year
at
after their
all. I just
network
don't. So
got out of the sport.
I hope they keep thriving, man. I hope
Me
just
too.
roll out shit that I've been hearing the whispers about. I hope that should just come to fruition. I mean, they're already starting off on a good foot. So, and it's still very early within the year. We're in that first quarter, so let's see, man, as time go on. But I don't understand how you can celebrate anybody not doing well as an entity in boxing, and that means that hurts and impacts the overall sport. Y'all looking at the individual or just the entity in and of itself. It's not working out for. Like, think about how many fighters was eating, or you get what I'm saying? Like, how was that good? How was that good? You definitely ain't a boxing fan when you do that. But I want to level with the people. I get it with the ones that just overpraise anybody. Like, I get it. I'm not with that either. But damn, I'm not celebrating boxing doing bad on any level, and then saying you're a boxing fan. How?
Yeah, I
Explain
don't
that
like
to me.
to me.
You
That
want
shit's crazy, dog.
thrive, man, because you want to see the best fights possible. You want to see this shit, the sport have longevity. You want to see it actually get inside of the top 10 in sports. Like, it's all the time, these hours I be up here, man. Come on, man. Hell no. I
Bro,
want to see
we
this.
don't want to see none of that.
I want to see all these dudes put their best foot forward, and that lead to us getting the fights that we need, the cars that we need, getting our money's worth, not getting charged for BS, right? Not getting fights being over marinated. I want to see the sport really grow. This shit got to be all this talent, all the money that they're able to generate. Just got to do the right shit. These guys
CJ Rich
working together, man. I'm telling you, it's just as simple as that. Don't
I think
nobody
it's
got it all. I don't care how much money you got. You're not taking over shit. Like, I don't even know why people could think like that. I say
It's
people
crazy.
at the moment. All you got to do is come around. Like, people like damn near like easy to manipulate. You see, you ain't even got to be getting paid, and you just so like, yeah, man, it's everything boxing ever needed. Like, bro, shut up. Not if it's losing, because that's not a good representation of the sport overall. If you
at all
that the sport loses money, what? Like, and I hate to get into that because we ain't supposed to be stressed about that, but it's a real conversation, bro.
It is, bro.
Trying to praise somebody, understand what he's doing. You can't, and I mean this with all due respect, you cannot give him the kind of praise that people are giving him if the shows are losing tons of money. You got me effed up, because then look how crazy it sounds. On one end, it's like you getting matchups and good cards because that's what he being said. He giving the fights that nobody else giving us, the fights that we want. The fights that we want shouldn't be the fights that are losing money on any scale. That's all I'm saying. So it is something to think about, man, before you overdo it. But I shitting on them too. I got some energy for people because I don't get the problem yet. Like, you just let it unfold. Like, I just think overall people don't like his energy and his approach, and I get that too because he ain't from where we from. So I don't think he going. You get what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little static there. Naturally,
it's always it just goes with the fucking territory. CJ Rich, what I was saying is I think boxing is more about country than it is race. People the fans confuse it for racism, and now it spirals out of control. Boxing has always been a country thing, not racism. But fans take it to that level.
And HA was good with it, bro. Both fighters want Canelo as Crawford and David fight. Both. Nah, that'd never happen. That'd never happen. Crawford wanted the biggest fight possible, and that's Canelo, not Benavidez. I got that.
The hardest fight possible would be Benavidez, but
Benavidez is fucking damn near crawfordweight, bro. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, that's all wrong. Like, he's so big, bro. Canelo heavier, still closer to Crawford in size, and Crawford has a longer arm. So that's not as steep a hill as Benavidez would be physically. That's totally different. That's crazy.
Much more winnable fight for him. Like it is like when it comes down to skills, when you can outreach a man, as long as you can take his punch, you got a fucking chance.
You see, Canelo is rested up at 68. He was comfortably there, and he didn't even want to fight Benavidez, let alone.
Hell no.
Crawford already about to do the unthinkable. You know what I mean? In a lot of people's eyes, but like I said, man, something about this fight that I just give him a chance. I do. That's all. Like,
and I'd see the chance. I see what you do.
Especially if he was to pull his shit off, actually. But I just feel like because he wanted the last ones you got left. So I had some mixed feelings initially because it's like, damn, some people want to see you take this fight because they want to see you lose, and then some scared to see you take it because they think you're gonna lose. And there's some that want to see you take because they think you're gonna win. So it's like,
it's a mega fight. It's a good fight too, man.
Let's see how he prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what him and Bomac could come up with, because that's the best pupil I probably believe he's probably had, right? So let's see.
Oh, they got him pegged, bro. Guarantee. They see what works against him, what doesn't. They already got a plan of attack, and they've had that shit for years. This shit ain't no fucking checkers, bro. It's chess. They know exactly what they're gonna do. If they can pull it off, it'll be one of the greatest upsets. Like, I mean, the betting odds doesn't quite say it, but when you're jumping up from 47 to 68 and you beat the best 68 pounder, it's fucking crazy, man. It's all time great. So we got to start having different conversations. I'm surprised Floyd ain't try to block this fight. Real shit, bro. But that's probably because they think Canelo is gonna win the fight. Canelo ain't in the business of taking no fucking fights he thinks he's gonna lose. We clearly see that. You know what I mean? Or any chance to fucking lose.
What up? What up? He probably got to take one of the two though, because it's like
CJ.
I need 150 for Bud Benavidez, and then you're gonna turn around. You talking about fighting the likes of Bruno Saras or Jamal Charlo. You got to take one of these fights between Bud
one of them
and Benavidez, and Bud probably seems like the lesser of two evils to him. So
it's gotta seem like that to anybody. Especially after the last fight we just watched Benavidez in. Shit.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat.
CJ, what up?
Cracking, man. Happy Friday to y'all.
TGIF, bro.
Want to take a brief moment to respond to your response, AWM. So, I agree to a certain extent. In boxing, way more than like other sports or activities you might be a fan of, the country thing does come into play heavily. And I say that to say this, that I notice it's more racially based in America, but in the UK, they'll jump behind a Dubois or an AJ, you know, the white fans will, and, you know, it's all good. That's more of a countryman thing. But yeah, over here on this side, maybe because of unique history that this country has, I do see a lot of, you know, and you see it in these boxing conversations. And I hate to put it like this, but you know, you coming from your perspective, maybe you don't see it as much. But
no, I do,
you know,
I do. It's unfortunate. I'm a white dude from the trenches, so I'm used to the shit. Maybe that's why I think the way I do. You know what I mean,
I feel you. As a black man, I definitely peep the dog whistles, and like somebody in the chat has said, they'll say PBC fan, you know, meaning you know,
AKA, no doubt, bro.
Right. I just want to speak on that real quick. Hey, but okay, we're having a good chop up about this Canelo and Crawford, and I'm glad that it's back on first and foremost. I did not want to see Canelo take a bullshit fight with Jake Paul, so hey, we're moving in the right direction. Let's focus our energy more on the immediate fights, like next weekend. Who we got? We got Schofield and Shakur next weekend, right? Is that it?
Great fight. I can't wait, bro.
No, that's the weekend after next. Next weekend is Keyshawn Davis and Dennis Baranchik.
On my fault, and then that's like around the first. Okay.
15 days, so 15 days out.
All right. Well, what y'all think about? I look for Keyshawn to impress. I'll give my opinion real quick. I look for Keyshawn to be very impressive, continue to you know, capture the eyes of the boxing public, and you know, give him more clout to demand fighting a top champion soon. I want Shakur to do his thing. Don't get me wrong. But I'm a little less confident with him going up against a a more skilled fighter like Schofield. I still think he gets a decision. Maybe something in the realm of an 8-4, 7-5. Might be a little tight squeeze, but I do see both of those dudes coming out on top and hopefully pushing us towards them either fighting each other or fighting Tank. I know they say they're friends and all that, but if
Hey,
somebody
CJ,
is my
before we
friend,
go that far,
let me wrap it. Let me land real quick.
I
Let me land real
want to
quick.
ask you a question. I just want to ask you a question just about the fight, not about anything that far ahead. I just want to ask you about Floyd Schofield because you said something real interesting to me. What do you see as Floyd Schofield? Do you feel that you're inclined to believe he could push Shakur to a 7-5 fight? That's just what I want to know. Before we get to
Me
Shakur
too.
fighting Tank or anybody else, like what do you
Me
see in
too.
Floyd Schofield that you think it'll be that close of a fight?
Good question. I just don't see the talent gap offensively. Strictly offensively, I don't see it being that wide. And I do think that the public criticism of Shakur has gotten into his head recently. And I hope he doesn't overplay his hand. I kind of think that's what Devin did against Ryan. But, you know, he wants to be impressive. He don't want to just, you know, skirt around the ring. He don't want to be, I wouldn't put him in Purnell's category, but you get what I'm saying. He don't want to be known strictly as a defensive fighter. So I think he's going to come out trying to trade. I think it'll be more of a Shakur game plan thing than anything specifically from Schofield. I think he'll want to trade some more. That's how I see that.
It's a good fight, man. There's questions about Shakur's hand and shit. We need to see if he's back. I got more confidence in Shakur whipping Kid's ass than I do Keyshawn whipping Denny's ass because Denny's ain't somebody you're going to come out and look spectacular against. He's just not the one for that. But if Keyshawn does look spectacular, I give him that much more kudos for it. So I'm excited for both, man.
Okay, that's what's up. I don't know too much about Dennis, but
yeah, Denny's good fight, bro. Crafty, smart fighter. He's older though. Definitely could go left for him. Keyshawn, an exciting fighter, and one thing he's going to do is bring the fucking fight. He's coming to fight. He ain't playing no games. I like Keyshawn a lot, real lot. Think he's gonna carry it for
My apologies for interjecting like that, CJ. That was just very interesting to me. Like it's like before I could even focus on Shakur fighting Keyshawn or Shakur fighting Tank, just to keep it on February 22nd. I'm just like, I gotta hear what this guy sees because I feel like it's gonna be a wash, man.
Yeah. It was a good question. Like I said, I'm basing it more on game plan than anything specifically from Schofield. But no, that was a great question. I'm glad you asked it. I tend to lose my train of thought, so I hate to be interrupted sometimes because by the time I answer your question, I'll forget what I was originally on. But it's all good.
Me too, dog. I be forgetting shit. I smoke too much weed.
No, I just had to bring it back there to the boxing because I'm like, man, Shakur Stevenson, in my personal opinion, he's probably top 3 at sticking to the script in boxing. That's a guy that's extremely difficult to push. Yeah, he's extremely difficult to push off his square. And also, I think that he has a lot of fun with the things that people say about him. I don't see him doing anything out of character. His last fight, what did he show up in? Twitterson on his trunks. So that to me shows that the guy, he's very aware. But once again, it's like he's not going to allow you to push him off the square. He might troll back a little bit, but I don't see him going out there and just being so haphazard in his approach that he's going to get. If Schofield has success, great success offensively, he's going to have to work for that shit. I don't see Shakur making it easy for him. And if he does, kudos to him and his dad.
I think his dad is his strongest suit. I think his dad will tell him the right thing to do almost every time. It's just fans got such thin skin. They're like, he's yelling at him in the corner. Like, what? His dad is his best attribute. He will tell him how to do it and what to do every single time. So if he does listen to his dad, maybe he can create some problems for Shakur. You know what I mean? Up the tempo, throw them punches, follow Shakur out the back door. Could get interesting, but I think Shakur is like you said, and he's too much on his square. He don't give a fuck what people think. He gonna stick to that plan, bro. This is how I gotta beat him. This is what we doing for 12 straight. I don't give a fuck what nobody say.
And then he'll apologize it afterwards. Post-fight, he'll be like, I'm sorry I wasn't as entertaining. I want to do X, Y, Z.
Yep, right back to talking like a killer on his next joint. We ain't fucking around with you.
Y'all stupid.
What Sean
thing
Porter
that
say?
surprised me about Shakur, he's strong. I think if anything, I mean, we're all strong, but and you guys might not like this, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. The thing we know about Terence Crawford, when he gets in the ring, he's so strong here. There's nothing you can convince him that he can't do. And I felt like I was getting that same sort of mentality from Shakur. I'm wrestling with Shakur. I'm locking down Shakur. And Shakur, I would think if I was Shakur, I would have been slipping out of it and getting back on my speed. He's trying to go toe to toe with me and outmaneuver me and pick me up and things like that. I'm like, okay, this kid got some strength, but more than the physical strength is the mental strength.
Shout out to SP, man. Sean Porter,
This shit is
man.
90% mental, bro.
Showtime.
The SP.
And that
Nah,
This shit.
concerns me for Kid Austin. His last fight, he didn't know what the hell he wanted to
Hell
do or
no,
who
he
he
was
wanted to
lost
be.
against Geron.
He was,
Mr. Stool. Fucking.
yeah. And the thing that was so frustrating about that fight is it's not like Jerron like forced that out of him. He was just
Banks that
inexplicably
right
going
out,
off
Justin.
script,
Fucking switching for no reason. Like, you do
switching for
that
no
shit against
reason,
Shakur, you're
abandoning
gonna
the
get beat up.
jab. It's like, come on, bro, what are you doing?
As soon as you go to switch, the feet tell you're switching. He getting tatted with a combo.
He was being physical with him, man. You know, like little tussles in the clinches with Sean Porter sound like he was describing. But he ain't had that back down kind of mentality. Like, gonna let you bully him. You know, Sean Porter get physical, man. He'll bully you if he can.
Facts, Cash.
That used to be
Hey,
one of his
Ant.
strengths. He could
And you said you disagree with the you said you disagree with the 8-4 I predicted. How do you
No, I
see it,
didn't say
more
I
like a 10?
disagreed. I just wanted to know like what made you see that. I didn't say I disagreed. I'm just like that. It's just interesting because just based on the way that Kid Austin's fought recently in the past, it would be extremely difficult for me personally to feel like he could box with Shakur on that level. And I think sometimes what happens is when you see guys be a little bit too disciplined, they just don't let their hands go. And that's the wrong guy to be in there with like that, to where you become mentally handcuffed. Like De Los Santos, you've seen him against Joseph Adorno, he's letting his hands go. When he was in there with Rayo, he's letting his hands go. Every other fight you've seen him in, he's letting his hands go. Shakur throws a foot feint at the dude, and he's not throwing nothing because he's
Well, it's
worried
hard,
about getting counted. So it's
hard to
like
let your hands go when he's not in range. You know what I mean? So
get in range, not let his hands go. So if Shakur starts doing that shit with Kid Austin, and Kid Austin is a little too disciplined, I feel like it could be much to his chagrin. Because then now you over here, you getting tagged when Shakur gonna make you fight when he want to fight. He gonna engage when he want to engage, disengage when he wants to disengage, and that's like the wrong guy to be in there with, where it's like everything is on his terms. And conversely, if he's too wild, he gonna fuck around and hang himself out to dry. He gonna get counted
Yeah.
being too wild. So it's like you gotta find a happy medium between being assertive, but he can't lay back too much. And I don't even know what the remedy is for him.
You fuck around. Yeah, you got to bring the fight, bro. He can't come to box with Shakur. He got to come to fucking fight. There is no boxing with the kid, bro. He is the boxer. Shakur is boxing. He will out fucking point you, out counter you, out distance you to death, bro. You got to come and fight that kid.
Yep.
You're not gonna outbox him.
And it's on a moment to moment, round by round basis. He's one of the best
Salute,
in the
Lou.
sport at stacking rounds. The dude hardly ever loses a round. You land 3 punches on him, he's gonna make sure he lands at least 5 or 6.
Yep.
At the bare minimum, he's gonna do whatever he got to do to win that round. And I haven't seen Kid Austin think or operate on that level yet. And it's like, it's just difficult for me to see him doing it. Just
is he
come to
capable
20
of doing
seconds
it against somebody like Shakur?
Rough, bro.
Like in that level of a fight, we haven't seen you know, cerebral fighting on that kind of level, and then to get in a Shakur fight and do it, I don't know, bro. I don't see that. He got to come to fight.
And you got to give him props for taking the fight, if nothing else.
No,
So.
yeah, no doubt, no
I
doubt.
give him props for taking the fight. It's a
You
tough
got to give
ass fight.
Shakur props for giving the fight, because champions don't really do that nowadays. Back in the days, yeah, they're fighting young punchers like Floyd Schofield, because that's what they think he is, a puncher. I'm not quite sold on his power yet, but we'll see. But Shakur, you know what I mean, taking somebody out of a different ranking and giving them the fight. I mean, I know he couldn't find nobody to fight, but listen, man, that shit gets praise from me because I know better.
There you go.
Yeah. Props for both of them. But if Shakur try to make it a chess match, do not play chess with him. Knock the fucking board
Nah,
off the table.
start
Knock
playing
the
checkers,
pieces
dog.
off. Knock the
Yep,
pieces off.
yep. Wipe that shit out, bro. Fuck that chess move. My rook can move any way I want it to move. I'm throwing punches.
Knock the board
So,
with
Ant, let me get a percentage from you. Sounds like you're thinking at least a 70-30.
Yes, I got it about 70-30.
Okay.
65-35 at best. I mean, anything can happen because it's boxing. You can land a good shot. He seems to have good pop on it, but the thing is like, will he be deceptive enough to catch Shakur clean enough? And another thing with Shakur is like Shakur, he's got fantastic defense. We've seen what's my man's name? Valdez had a hell of a round against him, and it's crazy that I got to point to one guy having a great round.
One round, yeah.
But
One
it was
guy,
like the
one round.
fourth round of the Valdez fight. That was the most Shakur had ever been hit. He had been
He
hit
caught him with the
15
body
times.
shot.
But
No
most
body
of it was
shot.
straight right hands. But even then, it was just a single shot at a time. At maybe one point in that whole fight, he landed a combination. So that's the other thing with Shakur. You could land a shot, but it better be a good one.
Yeah, I
You ain't
think you
gonna hit him in combination. He ain't gonna give you more than one.
keep it open stance, because kid like to switch a lot, and I don't even understand it, because I don't think he's half the fighter he is in the southpaw as he is in orthodox. Keep that shit open stance, keep the straight right pumping, and just come to fight, man. That's his only chance, fighting.
Yep.
You ain't boxing with that kid.
Straight
Sorry,
right.
bro.
Try to get to his body if you can. Try to take his legs or something, but you get in there and you posturing and looking at him, and it turns into a cerebral fight like D1 says, man. I just see him just getting picked apart and possibly even gassed. You see that last fight, he was gassed midway through the fight, and they were saying that they didn't train for a 10-round fight or something like that.
All them
What the hell
fucking
did you train
muscles,
for?
bro. All them muscles. They suck up the energy, man. So come the 7th, 8th round, you in there just posturing to death because you ain't got the gas to throw punches. And that's what I think's gonna happen, bro. I think Shakur gonna out endurance him. And I mean, come the middle of the fight, he really gonna start taking over that shit. I think this is an 80-20 fight. I think Kid Austin got a puncher's chance, maybe.
God damn, you gave him an 80-20. See, I was at least being generous with the 70-30.
Unless Shakur's hand breaks in the first fucking round, then we got different odds. If Shakur's hand isn't really fully healed, I was concerned when I seen the swelling about it. Like, bearing that happen, it's a 80-20 fight, bro. It's easy work for Core. It is, dog. I know people, you know what I mean, tank lovers, they all want to see Shakur fail, and I get it, you know what I mean? I'm a Tank fan too, but I don't wish for none of these kids to fail. I want them all to be super successful. I don't see this being anything but an 80-20 with a couple questions on Shakur's hand health. That's it.
No, I can't see his hand still being an issue. When was that? Like almost a year and a half, right? Definitely over a year.
But I visually seen his hand swollen at the Tito Mercado joint. I seen that shit in the picture. I was like, I even had to ask KB about the shit. He found out he's straight, but you know, to me, looking at his hand just in a photo, I'm like, shit, bro, that joint looked like he got poked with a hot fucking iron or something. That shit's swollen as a motherfucker.
Yep. And his hand problems have been chronic too. It's not like he just had one issue with his hand. You know, I dropped the link in there yesterday from the Caraballo fight, which was in 2020. His hand was fucked up in 2020, like damn near 5 years ago. So this is nothing new with him. He's been having hand issues. If you watch his fights closely, there are some fights where you look towards the middle rounds or toward the back half of the fight. Even in the Autumn fight, around like the 10th round, you can see him shaking his hand out.
Yeah, no
So
doubt, no doubt. And that happens, bro, when you got smaller hands and you punching as much as they do, they're hitting bags. And Shakur is a gym rat. He don't never get his shit a rest like he should every now and again. You need to get away from the boxing gym for 2, 3 months at a time sometimes. Give it a break, bro. Give them tired hands a fucking rest. But you know what I mean? He all
1,000%,
about
bro.
this shit, bro.
You heard what Africa said about him. He was like, damn, nigga, do you do anything else? Like,
Yeah, this is it,
like
bro.
all you do is free
Salute,
kick.
Allen.
So I agree, man. Gotta rest, man. Recovery. See, and that's the thing. See, like we're older than a lot of these guys. These guys in their 20s, they think they could just go all day long and they don't gotta rest because they're in their 20s. Like, nah, you gotta still take care of yourself.
NHA tube. I'm the one who took the picture off the fucking screen when it was in real time on the zone. He was sitting down. I took the picture with my phone while I was watching it on TV. I looked at his hand and then I shared the shit on Twitter. I never thought in a million years it would have made the rounds it made. But that picture came from me, dog. Just a little backstory on where that photoshopped picture he's saying came from. Yeah.
Shout out to A. I don't.
Okay.
Man, I'm exhausted. I don't even
Allen,
care.
my dog.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't care.
Damn, y'all sucked all the energy out of Just Do. I never hear them so sedated.
Yeah, that because that conversation to me is just like, I
No
think
doubt.
he clearly been beaten. I think it would have been about 7 fights. Shit, that's a few years. Been beating people ass with his hands like that. I just think people making more out of it than what it needs to be for real.
I thought he said he broke his joint and hurt him and then got surgery. That's why I was concerned with it. I didn't
Nah, I'm
think
just
that
saying,
7
like,
years.
with the still carrying it on, they still, if that man said his hands good, they still like, nah, his hands hurt.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna argue
I'm
with
done.
the.
I'm done.
He owns them fucking hands. If he says they're
I
good,
got a cousin that legit was with him, not with him for a couple of minutes, not just high and by, like they legit was working,
start him
playing spades with him and his grandfather. Like, bro, you got a coach that came through here and said, bro, they didn't say anything, they making shit up. If he lying to the people, then that shit is on him. So I don't feel like he got no reason to do that. That would be foolish, right? Like, that's where I'm at with it. You know what I mean? Been beating their asses with his hands messed up. Say Apex. Shout out to who he talking about? My guy Upper. Apex, the guy.
yeah, Apex, my dog.
Yeah, man. I just that
No thanks.
with messed up hands for a little
I listen
minute
to
now.
people on the daily, and most of those people that had that opinion don't like him for real.
Yeah, no, it is.
Like,
It
yeah,
is the haters.
those same people that want to push that his hands is messed up are the same people that said he turned down the offer, and then when Tank said he sent the contract, they said that too. Those are those same people. They
It
just
is what it
is on any type of time. I be seeing and hearing so much bullshit on a regular. That's why I've been like a ghost a little bit more. Like, bro, people be draining me. But the narratives, you can hear it directly out of a fighter mouth. They still say something else. Hey, nah, man, he lying, he capping. First it was he didn't hurt his hand. Now it's all this concern that his hand is still hurt. You can't make this shit.
Remember when he dropped in the ring and they said, "Oh, the way he turned his hand,
yeah, he can't hurt his hand.
You
like
wouldn't
that.
drop it on that." I said, "What the
That?
fuck?"
Why would he push that? You know, why would he do that? I smashed the like button for your boy, man, on this Good Friday, man. But look,
I hear it.
his hand straight. You know, that's what I'm gonna hold him to. So it shouldn't be no, oh, my hand was still hurting. Now you
Right there, KB. He say his hand straight, his fucking hand is straight. Soon as you told me that, I said, "Say less, bro." Once the fighter telling you his tool isn't broken, fuck, we got it. What are we talking about? Shit, did my shit cut off?
No, we good. We good.
Oh shit, I thought my shit dropped. I was
We
over here
always
in the
looking for
comments and
excuses,
shit.
man. You know that E word. Excuses. You make
Yeah,
excuses. You make excuses, guy.
they're
How you
not
gonna hold this guy
excuses. They're
accountable? You make
reasons.
excuses.
They're reasons. They're not excuses.
Rough, man. It's rough.
Hmm.
Okay, let me drop an open question to the whole panel. What division right now? And I'm still thinking about it myself. Question just came to me. What division would you most like to see unified right now?
Shit, 35, 40, 35 and 40. Those two divisions for me.
Okay, off the top, off cuff, I'm gonna have to say 54. But let me think about it.
54, 47, like those four right there in the meat of the thicket of things. Yeah, all four of them. I ain't mad at none of them boys unifying.
Yeah. That would make, I think, the best fights, like a series of good fights, but none of the fighters are great. That's the problem. But 47 would be a lot of great fights where it would be unpredictable. That unification.
You know, give my guy Boots where he need to be.
Oh, that's who you see coming out on top, and if they had like a tournament, a little
Oh
all
yeah,
mixed up.
yeah, bro. I think people read too much into fans commenting about the Karen. Boots is exposed. He got hit with 3 left hands. Like, to me, that shit is corny, bro. When you a fighter like Boots and you stay in the pocket, you're gonna get hit. There is no two ways about it. It's crazy to me. So I want to see Boots. He got 30 fights, bro. He from a fighting city. I want to see that kid on top, bro. He's one of my favorite fighters. I do think Brian Norman might give him a little bit of trouble just because the way Boots fights in the pocket and Brian got cracked. But I also see Brian struggle in fights he shouldn't struggle in if he is who they say he is. So yeah, that's a good division. I want to see that joint unified, and it'll be electrifying fights because Boots is bringing the pain, bro. He's not playing around. He's coming to fight. He's gonna give the fans what they look for.
So you do see Boots as that elite fighter.
He's an elite fighter. I mean, in my opinion, right now, I know what kind of fighter Karen is, bro. When I see you on the treadmill running from the guy fighting an outside fight and you give him problems there and then you come back with a different game plan, fight in the pocket and give some more trouble. I think Karen is a crafty fighter nobody want to give credit for, but in due time we'll all find out, because I think Karen got himself some bigger fights with the performance he put on in Philly. Although it was a losing one, and Boots beat the out of that, man.
He went on a
You
win
know what I mean?
at the Boots, and he ain't lost
Yeah.
until he ran in the Boots again.
Four in a row, and that's the 4 they told us about.
Ass, yo.
Yo, Karen, the real thing, bro. People fucking sleep on these fighters, bro. Like back in the day, if a no-name fighter came to a name fighter and put on a performance like that, he becomes a name fighter now too. And now we need to see the other top guys against this guy, because everybody in the boxing world had Boots pegged the next man. Now you see him get hit with 3 left hands by a guy, and we're just immediately dismissing him and the guy he fought. It's crazy. Boxing fans are fucked up. I don't know what they're talking about, bro. They never have.
Much easier to find a reason to hate than find a reason to praise. I agree with that.
It's the easy thing, bro. It's the easy thing to grab, bro. It's underappreciated shit. Like for me, I want to see Karen in a top fight at welterweight against one of these other guys. Show me if Boots is the hype job or not, according to the fans. I gotta see it, bro. And I think you keep giving Boots opportunities like Stan Jonas, he gonna pick that kid apart. It's gonna be a demolition job. I mean, Stan Jonas gonna come to fight. It'll probably be like 8-4, 7-5, but the way Boots is gonna put pain on that kid, bro, he's gonna be right back on top. Stan Jonas too slow. Reflexes ain't there. Yeah, he's gonna keep coming right there, and that's right in Boots' wheelhouse. That's what Boots wants you to do. So people are picking Stan Jonas. I said this shit yesterday, KB. Keep that same energy. We need you guys to keep picking Stan Jonas, so when my guy demolishes him, he gets the proper just. I think Boots is on demon time. For real.
Yeah, I think he's gonna style on Stan Jonas.
Yep. Gonna be another Roman Villa joint, but I don't know if I mean Stanionis is cut out of stone and shit. He looked apart, but I don't know if he could take the kind of fucking beating that a guy like Roman Villa from a third world country don't know shit but fight can take. But Stanionis is from that too, I guess. You know what I mean? It's an intriguing fight. I can't wait. Cannot wait. That's one boxing needs right there. 47 uni. One of the up and coming talents in the game. Letting it all hang out. Both the guys, shout out to both them guys for making them fights, bro. Because Stanionis called Boots a duck, and we ain't getting no offer. He was up on the Boxing Boys talking crazy. So now we gonna get it. Now we gonna find out.
Yeah, that should be exciting, man. It should be exciting.
Super.
Yo, that's coming up. I forgot they signed that.
What was that?
I forgot
CJ?
they signed that. When is that Boots Stanionis? When is that fight taking place?
April 12th. April 12th.
A week after my birthday. All right, I'm gonna check that out.
I can't wait, bro. Atlantic City, I might even pop out. Might have to cop a quick flight out there and see what we really working with.
Where you out of? Where you from?
Buffalo, New York. No.
Okay. You a hip hop fan?
Yeah, no doubt.
So you like that Griselda movement they got going out there?
No doubt, Benny, my boy.
There you go.
Conway, my boy too. Grew up with them dudes.
Okay.
Benny, my guy. Made a lot of money with my boy.
Hopefully.
Griselda unique, bro. They got their own shit. They got their own style. It's refreshing to see somebody like that.
Well, yeah, because for the longest time, the NY dudes were just biting off the South, and they're coming back with that East Coast sound. So I respect it.
Yeah, lyrics, real rap.
Right.
Damn, Katie. Stop smoking, boy.
Hey yo, and then there was one.
Atlantic City was dead. Shit. Hey, bring it back. All you gotta do is start putting some fights out there. Atlantic City is just one of them things. It's gonna always be around.
Yeah, AC gonna always be there for fights.
You'll always have somebody that want to go down there and lose money.
Hell yeah. Shit, I'm one of them ones. Pop out, lose a whole grip. My wife want to divorce the next day. Like, my bad. Shit happened, babe.
Atlantic City is one of the most depressing places on earth because you got all these things going on, and this shit looks like borderline third world country, like right up the street from the Hard Rock hotel.
Look like the carnival just packed up and left.
And everywhere you look, it's a different way to lose some money or spend
You
something.
right down the street, ain't it, KB? You live right by there, so you shit. Both you boys.
AC, I ain't down the street from it, but I ain't too far. Atlantic City ain't too far.
It's about like 2 hours from me.
A little short road trip.
Shit, for me, 2 hours ain't shit. I'll hop in the car. I'll be there in a jiffy.
No, as y'all know, I'm from Cali. I've been to New York, but never Atlantic City. And no disrespect, but basically, baby Vegas, right?
I was born in Vallejo's. Shit. I already know.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, just moved here as a kid, like 6 years. Yeah, 6 years, 7 years old. I ask my dad every day, like, the fuck we doing in freezing cold Buffalo, bro?
Yeah, for real.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, man, Cali all my life. I couldn't imagine living in the cold weather. I mean, when I visited New York in like, I don't know, almost 20 years ago. It was raining, you know what I mean, in the summer. I wasn't feeling that. I visited Chicago about 5 years back in the goddamn winter, and it was like 20 degrees. Wasn't feeling that, so I can't do it, y'all. I got to stay in the warm weather.
My first trip to New York City will be on February 28th at our meet and greet. I can't wait, bro.
And speaking of it, before we get, because I'm not gonna be here all night Friday. So
No doubt.
I'm like gonna join it. So appreciate y'all brothers too for coming up to rock out with your boy. Shout out to the homie. What's his name? What they call him? Big Drop is what they call him.
Big Drop.
We really keep calling. I think D1. Think about
coined
it,
that
too,
shit.
man. I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Start calling Big Drop Dre. I was like, that's
Big Drop Dre in the fucking building.
But shout out
That's
to the
what I'm
family.
talking about.
Appreciate y'all. And before we do go, man, Big
Hey,
Drop.
fight fans, are you coming to New York for the Tank Davis Lamont Roach fight? Well, the JBT is hosting a meet and greet at the Rusted Corner Bar on Myrtle Avenue in Brooklyn, Friday, February 28th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So come meet some of your favorite JBT and YouTube boxing personalities, as well as special guests. The tickets are just $30, and that covers entry and food. There will be a cash bar and door prizes. So cash out $30 to JBT Network 1. That's JBT Network 1. Code MEAT on the comment line and reserve your spot today. Another great event brought to you by the JBT. Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Well, treasure. Shout out to Big Drop, man. And again, y'all come pull up on us if y'all gonna be in NYC anywhere near it. Y'all trying to come catch a vibe with some good folk. Come holler at us, man.
Yo, and come holler at me 10 o'clock. Thanks for having me once again, KB.
You already know.
It's all love, homie. Be good and safe. Angry White Man, 10 o'clock. Peace.
You know it. 10 o'clock, y'all. It's early, man. Early. But again, man, much love. Y'all smash the like button if y'all haven't, man. Let's see what happens, man. Canelo got some fights, man. Turki Alashikh making some things happen. He's shaking shit up. Let's see how much of it come to fruition, man. He's a very ambitious dude, scheduling fights down the line. You know that don't usually go, over too well. So we'll see. Maybe he knows something that everybody else didn't know. Which I doubt, but we're gonna find out. Damn sure gonna find out. Shout out to the Queen Mountain and Queen said Boots missed the opportunity to capitalize and capture casual fans in the last fight with Karen. You know what? Maybe to a degree, but I don't even think that was a casual fans fight. I think he's still good. I think it's just all what you do next, right? And being that that was just what it was. I think some fights you're just not gonna look good. Karen, one of them guys, he ran into his fighter that just you don't look good against, I think. And also you just got some things he need to improve on. He was able to do that and win. So I think that's good for him. So let's see what he work on and how he take care of Stan Jonas. I expect him to shine, you know what I'm saying, against Stan Jonas. I really do. Stylistically, I think that fight just favors Boots. I think Stan Jonas like to fight too much for his own good. Somebody like Boots is going to give you all that you can eat. You know what I mean? So either you're going to be tough as hell and beat up after 12 or you getting stopped. That's how I see that fight playing. Boots would be okay, man. Eddie Hearn seemed like he's been able to make some moves happen. That's been good for his fighters, He got Hitchens with a title. If he get a Mateo fight, that'd be crazy. He get Boots a unification. That's dope. You get what I'm saying? He got some things working out for him over there. Again, shout out to the family, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in on this Good Friday, man. And I'll see y'all tomorrow as we build on this boxing again. Y'all know it. So much love to everybody. Shout out to my guy CJ. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.